For one night and one night only, your Friday Night Live has arrived. Guys, Andy, well done again for that bit as well. That is absolutely spectacular dance moves. I wish upon all wishes that I could do that kind of shit. But that's some top notch stuff there as well. So, guys, welcome everybody to your Celtic Supporters Podcast. We're back. It's Friday Night Live. Kevin, Baz, Andy, and we will be expecting our call directly. So, gentlemen, it has been a good week. Andy, Baz, I just seen you moved there as well. How are you doing, my son? How's your week?
Place, mate. He knows his place.
Well done again for that bit as well. That is absolutely spectacular dance moves. I wish upon all wishes that
way back.
What's happening here?
Baz, how you doing, son?
What's happening?
Baz.
Yeah, mate.
How you doing, son?
Yeah, sorry about this. But see these side bits, were they on the intro?
The what?
You dancing?
Aye.
Aye, I seen you. I was on. Aye.
Aye.
Aye, you daft cunt. Aye.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Right. I'm not. I'm not all right now. I thought that was.
I deliberately didn't press the button until you got rid of that. So.
All right. Right. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on and delete the intro. I find, mate. I find working. Well, I was working on a 5-day weekend and just working snooker, back up the morrow and away to work again tomorrow. So, how's yourself? Okay.
Good, mate. Good. Another kind of long, slimy yet unsatisfying week at work. Up and down for England again. So it has been a Friday that's been long coming, but Friday night is here. I've been looking forward to this because it's the first time in a while that we are full house. But have I said something there, Baz, as well that set you off?
No, I can't believe that dancing thing was on the intro. Anyway, that's me.
You're all right, Baz. You looked all right, son, to be fair.
Your dance moves aren't that shite, Baz. Andy, how's your week, son? How's your week, brother?
Aye, all right. Kept busy, bouncing about to the other place. Couldn't wait to get home. I seen the weather's kind of changing. You know, it was beautiful during the week, and then when I get home and time at home and maybe a chance to sit in the garden, it's going to be fucking pissing down or whatever. But and the temperature's coming down a wee bit, so I'm not too happy about that. But listen, Celtic's back playing on Sunday and can't fucking wait for it.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Kevin, how was your week, brother?
Aye, hectic as usual, but so good. Can't complain. Life's good. Family's good. Celtic's on an upward sort of a spot. Yeah, been good to get back on the show regular again as well. So looking forward to tonight. Looking forward to seeing everybody. So I say I could have come on Monday night, but Monday's a bit of a sensible type chat. So I thought 4 was enough. So, but I enjoyed sitting and watching these lads. It was a good show, I must say. More of the same tonight.
It's a Celtic supporters podcast, mate. They're all good shows. They're all good shows in themselves. Kevin, good man. Paul, how was your week, brother?
All right. Just all right. Nothing much else to offer. Just all right. Decent. Aye. All right.
A decent week.
I'm just trying to make things up to jazz it up a bit, but it's just been all right. I didn't have any dramas at all, too much. Work's been all right. Family are fine. Aye.
Mate, an all right and a decent week is better than a fucking shite week as well. So take that.
Aye, absolutely. I'm not down there, Benny Matt. It means it's just been a nice, just a nice week. No dramas, nothing too major.
Good lad. So, gentlemen, it is fantastic to have everybody here and involved on this Friday night as well. Welcome to everybody, and welcome to everybody in our community as well. Thank you very much for spending your time, your gateway to your weekend with ourselves. We really, really appreciate you guys for everything you do and everything you do to keep this show going as well as our sponsors. There is 2 official sponsors of the Celtic Supporters Podcast. First and foremost, we have Adelantes. Adelantes is our clothing sponsor. Des and the team there will sort you out for fantastic Celtic-inspired T-shirts, merchandise, cups, banners, fucking banners, maybe no, actually. Bunnies? What do you call them? Hats. Hats.
What do you call them?
He's a bunny.
What do you call them? Hats. So yes, guys. So if you do visit adalantes.com, use the discount code CSP5 for £5 off at the checkout, and tell Des and the lads that it was the CSP that sent you. Second sponsor of this evening and of the podcast is McFadden Decor. Stephen and the team there are award-winning painters and decorators. So if anybody out there has some needs for painting and or decorating of their home, outhouses, or any fucking where else as well, you want to slap paint or paper on a wall, Stephen and the team will sort you out there. Please contact them again and tell them that CSP sent you, and Stephen will give you a fantastic deal on your painting and or decorating needs. Whew. Gentlemen, first of all, Advantage is where you can get this type of stuff. Larson t-shirt is one of my favourite t-shirts I've got in the locker as well. So guys, if you want something sexy as this, you might not make it sexy because it's how you carry it off. But if you want a t-shirt like this as well, then go and see Des. Baz there is hosting up the CSP inspired Celtic Supporters podcast. Unrepentance. Like unrepentance. Talk tonight.
We're having a mare.
But anyway, let's go on. It has been quite a busy week actually, Celtic wise. Actually, before we kick on, Paul, we're going to do a wee 101 tonight as well. So during the course of the show, if you think of a 101, send that across a picture, or if you don't, just have something ready at the end of the show, mate, as well. We don't need the picture for it, but if you need it, we're going to do 101 tonight.
Okay. Try and think. If not, I'll just enjoy your ones.
Cool, man. So,
that's not something I like to go half-arsed with.
Yeah, I know.
I like to go in heavy with that shit, as you know. So, if I can't think of something worthwhile, then sorry.
No worries, mate. No worries. It's been a busy wee week, Celtic-wise. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on inside and outside the club as well. So, expect some good chat between us tonight as well. So, out with the football stuff, there has been a lot happening, and I'm going to kick off with.
Right. See, before you even start, Hoggy, I need to get something out of the way first before we do. I'm going to do something later on, but I'll start with you, Hoggy. I want a number between 1 and 4. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
2.
Oh.
2. Right.
I knew Barry was going to go for that because he was a right back.
Baz, number between 1 and 4 with number 2.
Andy, number 1, please.
Number 1. Paul, number between 3 and 4. Pick one.
3.
Okay. Right, Kev, you've got number 4, okay? Okay. Right, okay, that's fair. We'll reveal that later on in the show. Good choice, Kev, I must say.
Look at Franny. Franny's got a good 101.
I'm trying to think, I'm starting to get the comments up and I can go, oh, it must have been the dancing at the start as well. I am already 10 minutes behind with the comments, guys, as well, so I might have to just skip quite a bit as well, so nobody come at me. Don't come at me if your comments don't get put up, please. Please, I already had enough people there. But anyway, Baz, as I said, I'm going to start off the night's conversations with something that has been recently, basically today, I think, in the old media, where the ticket drama. Let's go with the ticket drama first off as well.
Ticket gate,
exactly. So Celtic and the Rangers were embroiled in a wee bit of a disagreement because Celtic had expressed concerns about safety if a certain fan group were permitted access to the stadium. It went to SPFL arbitration, and SPFL have backed Celtic in their stance as well on health and safety grounds of not allowing the Union Bears entrance into Celtic Park. Next week? Next week. Next week. So let's go with that as well. What's your thoughts, mate?
It's the only decision. I mean, if you looked at the footage, I know how I felt watching it.
How did you feel watching it?
Scared for you. There you go. You and Faddy. I knew you and Faddy were so close to the segregation.
That's a dream, isn't it? That's a dream.
Well, But taking that hat off, Paul, I think when Celtic took the decision, me personally, I wouldn't have any, but let's be honest, they've got. I think it's a right, isn't it, to have a minimum allocation. But I think it's that given the footage, the fact that it was on Sky, the fact that it went so long, so many days, so much coverage, it was quite clearly that section of that ground. They didn't just come on, they went back off and then come on again. Weren't disguising that it was the Spider-Man Brigade. They weren't disguising that, albeit they were disguising themselves. They know who they are. Celtic know who they are. The Tribute Act know who they are. So I think it's the only decision that could be made, Hoggy. How they police it, I don't know, because I used the example in the green room there of European tickets. You need to hand over your passport to collect your ticket. But once that ticket goes into your hand and you walk out that door, who's to say where it ends up? So I think on the face of it, Celtic have made the only decision, which is the right decision, and the league authorities have backed it up. But it's where it goes for their Hoggy. So I'm all for it, albeit I would have been all in and not let any of them back in, ever, period.
Yeah, I think, Andy, it's Barry's kind of spot on there, because if we look at, we don't need to look too far from home to look at examples of banning fans and where that actually gets you from those fans actually not attending games, because it's happened under our own fucking roof as well, where Celtic banned the Green Brigade, and the Green Brigade still went to Celtic Park. So again, once those tickets are initially past that first handover of the Rangers to that person that gets allocated the ticket, they've lost control of that ticket. Because that Barry, before we come on the show, it's not like a European game that you need to pick up the ticket and you need to passport and IDs and all that kind of stuff. But even at that, again, tickets can easily fucking pass hands for that as well. So there really is no way to guarantee that those fans are in there as well. But Celtic are absolutely right in their stance. It's been guised under health and safety, but really it is a big fucking one of them to Rangers.
Of course it is. I mean, I suppose Celtic staying with the Kindy, they can't do any more than what they've done. I think absolutely correct. You know, there's no way you actually stop them getting in. They will get in. They will not be issued with tickets, but they will get tickets to get into Celtic Park. And quite rightly so, it's down to safety. Obviously, it's a fuck you for Celtic as well, in a way, just to mess them about. They'll be under the illusion that they will be in the stadium. You know, that it's certainly a section of that group will be at Celtic Park. But I agree with Baz. I've said it for long enough now that I don't want any of them, whether it's Onion Bears or their general support. I just don't want them in our stadium. They're just an absolute scummy fan base. And I'd be on the moon if it was just totally our fans. We spoke about it, I think it was last week, about that game in February under Ange. It was all Celtic fans and it was absolutely bouncing. We had something real to play for. And I think that's quite prevalent in this game coming up as well, that, you know, it's such an important game. I would love to have seen it just full of Celtic fans and just giving it laldy. But there's going to be very few of them, and we're definitely going to outsing them. And I think the players are going to outperform them as well. So, as I said, I really don't want them near the stadium at all in any capacity. I think they'll just, you know, things are going to happen. You just know that. And their excuse is, oh, we're behind a net. What can we do? What's a net going to do? If they want through a net, they're going to get through it.
Who's a net?
What road does she sit in?
that net that should have been blocking fucking Celtic fans, Rangers fans at Snake Mountain as well, didn't actually get erected because there was fucking bottles. And again, one of your pals get fucking brained right in the forehead with a bottle line as well. So yeah, the nets will only do so much if you put them up, but nets are quite big gaps as well. So 50 pieces and lighters and all that can easily fucking fit through a net as well. But anyway, Kevin, just as Andy was saying there, it's an opinion that might split some people, because Andy's saying as well never wants them back in the stadium. My thoughts, and this comes from a kind of historic point as well. Obviously, we know the Rangers are pretty new as a club as well, but previously the former club, there was something about actually being in there with that fucking lot, that much of the fuckers as well, and them doing the bouncing, doing all that kind of other stuff as well. There was a bit of terror and fear that used to kind of get in my belly as well when you went to Celtic Park knowing the fuckers were there. So added that extra element to the game that we certainly haven't had since the times of kind of full allocation. What's your thoughts on that kind of, is what Andy's saying as well, basically all of them or none of them?
I've loved early years having Rangers fans at Celtic Park. I've had many great days at Ibrox as well, some wonderful victories, some scuddings, Beach Boss Sunday. Yeah. I've also been there when we get hammered 4-1 and 5-1 back in their rotten days, 9 in a row, as you'll remember very well, Paul.
Yes,
and there's nothing better there being at Ibrox, and there's 3 walls of them surrounding you, and you hammer them, and you're partying, and you watch them empty. By the same token, it's a horrible place to be when you're another end of it. No, I mean, but that's part and parcel of football, and part and parcel of the sport. I've said it for a long time, a very long time, that for the very day they cut our allocation, we should have said then, it's all or nothing. And I maintain that, and I've maintained it all the way through. I've not backed numerous amounts of tickets for Ibrox over the last 10, 12, whatever years it is, if you're still going. And we should have said no back then and stuck to our guns, all or nothing. And saying that, things changed and they went back to the small allocation again. For me, they're entitled to the percentage for this game, but I agree with not having onion badges. They will get tickets and they will get into the game. That happens, and there's nothing you can do to stop that.
Yeah,
this whole scenario could have been avoided by Rangers simply saying to Celtic, we'll take the tickets on your understanding that we don't give them to them. That's all they had to say, because they can't control it once the tickets are out. You know what I mean?
But Kevin, so, I think Rangers, but sorry to jump in there, but I think Rangers have already set their own precedent, because they've bent over backwards, basically, literally, for the Union Bears fan group as well. And there's a stark difference between how they treat their ultras and how Celtic have treated their ultras as well, where there's been a lot of stuff that's been swept under the carpet with regards to Rangers and what the Onion Bears actually do. A lot of it as well has been very much, again, no way to get into the kind of unsavoury stuff as well. But they allow them, basically give them free rein to do whatever the fuck they want as well. And it's a stance as well that I don't think Rangers were ever going to take, because the impact of them doing that or saying that as well would not have sit well with the natives in there at all. So I get what you're saying as well. But Paul, I'm going to come to you next as well for this one, because
well, I wasn't finished, Hoggy.
Sorry. You get fucking put off any minute of that behaviour, Kevin Boone.
But what I was going to say is they'll take their tickets, that mob will then, they'll get tickets and they'll be in the stadium when this season's done. That's it. Just nothing at all. Both ways is the way forward for me. Hoggy.
Cool, man. Good point. Paul, I will come to you now, mate, as well. So no Union Bears at Celtic Park means then no banners, no flags, none of that other stuff that would have been permitted in there as well. So I suppose there's maybe one kind of silver lining to the fact that fan group is officially banned, but they will get through. But no banners, no any of the poles, no that kind of stuff that they get in there. What's your thoughts on the whole thing, mate? Are you in the group of none of them at all?
I've kind of chopped and changed with it. First of all, Lauren, didn't be too judgmental about people in their 50s jumping about like Daffy Boys. But no, Kev I could have just let Kev speak for me there, because for reminiscing about the good and bad days at Ibrox, me and Kev, as you know, have walked a very, very similar path. The games, the 5-1 game, Kev, we took the lead. The 4-1 game, we took the lead too.
Aye, that's right. Aye,
and we got scudded and horrendous. The worst place in the world to lose Ibrox, and the best place in the world to win. And obviously, you boys have all experienced that as well. And you know what I'm talking about. But again, I totally agree with Kev that this conference, if there hadn't been any of this fucking nonsense for them to start with. We wouldn't be having this conversation because it wouldn't be a thing. It would just be that's your allocation. And what's happened, and this is why I think I'm leaning towards not having them in the stadium at all. Because what's happened is, as we've seen at the last game, is the absence of the fans has just stoked up very naturally a more poisonous atmosphere than there was previously. Because before, you knew you had your 2 games a season, home and away. That's just how it was. There was never any, through all the times that we're talking about, there was major violence outside that you didn't particularly see these days as much. But in the stadium, there was never any, going back to the 80s, 90s, I'm talking about, I can't remember any pitch invasions, or I remember somebody trying to attack Ali Maxwell, to be fair, at New Year's Day when he was a hunkeeper. But there was nothing like that. And I think what's happened is the absence has had that natural, obviously, almost making it more poisonous. You know what I mean? You know, it's almost, because the fixture wasn't there for so long, and it was 800 fans, and it was the 2,000 for a brief period there. Then when they went to full allocation, it didn't work. And I think that's where we are. I don't see any going back to that because of them, because it's their fault 100%. And they've created a even more toxic side to what was already a toxic atmosphere. But I remember the old days of Celtic Park when they were getting 18,000 tickets. And there was bother. But again, because there wasn't that, and I can't stress enough how I genuinely believe the Huns are 100% to do it. There you go, David, 18,000, 18,000. And they're 100% to blame for the atmosphere and what now defines the game. It was always about atmosphere, and it was always about rivalry, and there was hatred, obviously. But I think that's been ramped up even more because of them banning us and tit for tat and all the stuff that's came in the period after. So basically, my sort of closing point would be that I would just go back to name them. All their fault.
Hoggy, I've got one for you, mate. Thanks, Paul. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
It's all right, Baz. You're all right, son. I was just fanning it. I'm diving about other places anyway, mate. You're all right.
Just one for you then, Hoggy. Obviously, your opinion on it, but obviously, could you give me your opinion on as well about the hypocrisy of the statement for the Tribute Act going on about it would offer an unfair sporting advantage?
That was tremendous.
What about the hypocrisy in that as well, Hoggy? Take it away, brother.
My opinion very much echoes a lot of what the boys are saying there. I think it's an issue that's been caused because of actions from them. Now, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and every action has its comeback on you. So their decision to reduce allocation when it is did then fester in both ways, did fester the hatred, I suppose, a wee bit more as well, because when you did get the chance to then go in there, then it was a wee bit more added to it. So yes, it would have been a difficult policing and stewarding operation anyway. But the actions of those guys as well certainly has driven where we are today with it all as well. So yeah, I don't want to heap all the blame on them, but it's their fucking fault. Let's be honest, it's their fault. Whereas the hypocrisy of statements, Baz, I don't pay much attention to anything nowadays as well. But with regards to coming out with stuff as well of creating an unfair sporting advantage as well. So some monkey must have just been on the computer that day thinking, what words can I use the day as well that's not been used for a while to make sure that people think we're being hard done to. It's crybaby stuff, mate. Absolute crybaby stuff as well. So the hypocrisy of it is mental when, if you were to look at decisions made on an unsporting way, you could probably rhyme a fucking 5 or 10 different reasons as well for them actually doing it. It's a point scoring thing. I don't pay much attention to it as well. I don't get my emotions or my thoughts tangled too much up in what fucking nonsense comes out of their lips or their computers. So let me flip that back on you guys then as well. So Baz is asking about the hypocrisy then of the statement of creating an unfair sporting advantage. Andy, what's your thoughts on that, mate?
Oh, that's right. Let's be honest. The fact that you have come out with that statement's an absolute brass neck.
Why have we not tearing, Andy? Why are we not tearing that statement apart? Given the fact that the unfair sporting advantage that they're alluding to killed their club.
Exactly. I know. That is embarrassing. Celtic's missed out on a lot of kind of things that, and not even Celtic, I suppose. You look at the whole fan, but a lot of the times we just accept fucking, you get that much shite off of him that it just goes in one ear and the other, and you don't actually concentrate on what they're actually saying at times. I know you have brought it up, Baz, but at times you just fucking brush it away because it's so ridiculous. It's a really embarrassing statement, and sporting advantage, integrity, just an absolute shit show coming for that mob. To think that we are going to get any kind of advantage with that is, and nowadays, especially our recent years, it has been at that stage where you're basically either no fans or very, very little. It's going to have a big impact on what's actually going to happen in the game when it comes to atmosphere. That we have not had that until recently, until the cup game, but before that, it's years and years. And let's not forget how this came about. It's because Celtic were winning all the time and having parties in their stadium when they took the huff. Went for Lee Griffiths tying a scarf to the lamppost and putting a shirt in the lamppost, and he wasn't playing. The next game he wasn't playing, and they've got steers in the lamppost. And where is he? He's in the stand where the Celtic fans waving a fucking tricolour, giving it all day. So funny. The stone steward. With his football boots on, fucking absolute joke.
What's happened to that guy?
He's I don't know. He's vanished. I don't know. I think he's doing a door at a garage or something. I don't know.
Lads, this is as true as the Blessed Sacrament. I met that laddie at my work. I served that laddie at my work.
Was he wearing football boots?
In full regalia, and I had a conversation with him. I didn't declare anything, and it was quite funny. How you doing, mate? Yada yada. And I done what I done at my work. I don't want to say too much about where I work, but and I was saying, "Oh, where are you off to tonight?" "Oh, I work at wherever." And I says, "Oh, do you?" And that, known fine well, and I'm just egging it on. God love the wee Sowley. He's actually really, really nice. And while I mention my work, I had the pleasure, and I hope he's watching. I had the pleasure of meeting Jim Hamilton from Hamilton on Thursday. Through the week there, and I met him on the at work, and he introduced himself, him and his lovely wife, Mrs. Hamilton. Love the show. I hope they're watching. It was an absolute
I hope as Mrs. Hamilton, he was me. Otherwise, I've just put him in shit.
An absolute pleasure. And as I say, there's a serious side to this, and without revealing too much, he's had his health problems recently, and he got the all clear, and ironically, I got him in the way back as well. And he absolutely bounced back on. Got the all clear. Yeah. He was hyper. Absolutely delighted for you, Jim. All the best wishes to you, brother, and everything. Godspeed and good health to you all. And it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. And I hope you're watching tonight and you owe me a pint in the tavern as discussed. Absolute pleasure. Thanks very much, Jim.
Jim. An interesting thing there as well. See if your surname matched where you stay, Andy. What would you be called?
Andy Ruggie.
Andy Dump.
Andy Dump. Barry, what would your name be?
I can't wait for this. You just come on with a wee flower in his ear.
Barry Gowkie or Barry Buttercup? Sorry about that, lad. Sorry about that. So it's fair to say that I think the fuse has been lit on what will be looking truly monumental game next week. And for all of you members of the community, our Monday and Friday shows next week will certainly be dedicated to that game that is coming up. Obviously, we're going to be on live on Monday, pretty much just straight away after the cousins and the sons of William have played their match as well. So we'll get an instinctive reaction from the result there as well. But all guns ahead to next week as of Monday. But we have a show tonight to continue on with. And staying on the subject matter of tickets, Kevin, we've seen there just before we come on that the allocations for the final at Hampden have been announced there as well. And initially, again, I'm taking it from posts that's been shared on threads that I'm involved in, mind you, 17,000 tickets for Dunfermline.
Aye, same allocation they got the last time they played in the final, 17,000. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Does anybody know what the capacity of their own stadium is, or the average attendance? I'd love to know that.
Andy, they've got 4,000 season ticket holders.
There you go.
I don't know if it's true or not, but there was a couple of things yesterday on some of the social media saying that I'm not saying they're offering them, but basically going with the amount of tickets they've got, each season ticket holder could get about fucking 14 or 15 tickets. You know what I mean?
Four.
It's
I did
going to
read that
be.
too, Kev. I did read that as well, Kev, but I think that was...
I don't know if that's somebody just bullshitting.
I think so.
Down right, to be honest.
Anyway, the Fairman's, I'm not just saying this as a fellow Fifer. The Fairman's got a fairly big support. I'm not saying they go every week now, but the Fairman's a fairly big club. I've not got an issue with it, to be honest with you. I don't know what we were expecting. We should be used to this by now. It's a cup final.
Paul,
Well, listen, see when you're talking about numbers, based on the season 2024-2025, their average attendance was 5,500.
There you are.
I don't know that, but we're used to that, and it's the same. We have the same debates.
I can sort of I'm not saying I can understand that they're getting that many tickets, but I can understand the smaller provincial clubs that it's very rare that they get to a final and that they want as many tickets as possible because it's a massive day for their town and it's a family day out and all the rest of it as well, and I can understand that side of it. But by the same token, when you're playing another team in a final who's got 50,000 season ticket holders, with the guts of them paying anything for 600 to 800 quid a pop for a season ticket, then you've got to sort of quell the numbers a wee bit, because I mean, if they've got 17,000 to a 51,000 seater stadium, that's leaving you at 34,000.
Minus the sponsors and all this that comes off it as well.
I've got more a beef for that, to be honest with you.
I mean, what are we getting? Maybe about 24 or 25?
Generally, what happens with Hampden is you've got a 52,000 capacity. And generally, your numbers for a 50-50 split, certainly going for the Rangers, just above 20,000. So I think it's just
22, that
go to the club. But then you've got sponsors, you've got all those stuff as well that come in and nab a lot of the tickets off.
Yeah, that's my big beef.
Yeah, I think that's where. And Paul, I'll come to you directly for the next one, because there's only really one other club, I suppose, in the country. Maybe I'm being a wee bit kind of bad with saying that really should have their dibs on a 50-50 split of that stadium. When you take away the Rangers from that as well, you then get down to like the Hearts and Hibs stuff as well. So again, if you simply just go by capacity of stadium, they're not going to have enough in their stadium as well to fill the seats that they're offered at Hampden with regards to kind of season tickets and stuff. So it's no a problem. What am I trying to kind of say here? If you go out with the Glasgow and Edinburgh clubs, you're always going to come to a situation as well where the capacity that they're going to be offered at Hampden will be far above what the stadiums hold as well. And again, a cup final, if we're looking at a cup final as well, it should be 50-50 splits as well. If you look at the layman as well, it should be there. But should that be enforced then, do you think, as well, of if Dunfermline are getting a 17,000 allocation because that's the last time that they went to a cup final, they got that amount? Should there be something from Hampden that basically does that on a kind of pro-rated basis, that because of kind of season ticket holders or average attendance at your stadium should dictate what you get at Hampden?
Possibly, but it's never going to be that way. I mean, it's always going to be, there's an acknowledgement that it's a National Cup final. And let's be honest, there'll still be a lot of Celtic fans that only go to Celtic Park at the Cup final, that didn't travel anywhere around the country watching Celtic. So there's that side of it as well. But it's what it is. I'm going to be honest, it's a bit of a non-thing for me, because I was thinking they might even get more. But 17's it's probably about 5,000 too many, if we're being absolutely honest. 12,000 I think would have been very sufficient. But Dunfermline, as I say, Dunfermline, know that it's relevant it is relevant, but when you're knocking off the stats here about their attendances, I'm going to see Dunfermline, but my old man, as you know, he's a Was a
Back
big
in
Hearts
the day.
fan. They were Dunfermline's potential, but Dunfermline's one of the clubs that the argument for a bigger league is absolutely valid, because they would have a bigger support than what they've got now, and a bigger league. Because I know that for experience. So I'm all right with it, and I'm doubly all right with it because I fucked up and Louise has booked us to Santa Ponza that week. So I'm missing cup final. I thought it was a full-end weekend.
Read them your ticket.
I'll be away, unfortunately, Kev. I'll be away already.
Oh, I'll be fine.
She said to me about a month ago, I fancy Santa Ponza, because of pals yours going across. I'll book it for then. I don't think that far ahead. I'm just, no bother. I think cup final will be next weekend. Could be worse.
By the way, that's no that much of a fuck up compared to mine. You know what I mean? I'm going to, because I was busy looking at the diary quite a while back before the new year, thinking we've usually get the league wrapped up big time. So I'm looking at the diary thinking I need to be back for the cup final. So I thought I'll go the week before. So I fly out next Saturday, miss the Rangers game, Marble game, and then the Hearts game. I'm actually in the air flying home.
Oof.
So you're not that bad hard done to Paul.
I feel a bit better, Kev. Cheers, pal.
Yeah. I think you guys need to be better at diary management, by the way. The revolves around fucking Celtic and what they do.
Red Scotland, where all the Kings are born, that's where I got married, in Dunfermline Abbey. So there you go. But
where is it? Sean the Mac's got a good point there as well. Regardless of how many tickets they actually get handed, we know for a fact as well that there will be tickets handed back in. It always happens, and then there's the Celtic obviously get the drabs of that.
I'm not sure, Hoggy.
That'll not happen. They'll sell them.
Nah, I think Celtic will get a wee bit extra after them as well. But again, who knows? But that's generally what happens with those tickets as well. They'll be instructed to
listen, it's always the same. Listen, just to say, it's the same every year, and it is a pain in the arse, because a lot of people that sell out their money to go and watch Celtic every single week won't be at the game. Oh, there's your mate, Baz. Yeah.
Pleasure, Jim. Pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Best luck to you, brother.
Jim, can I just say as well, you're only the second person that Barry spoke to at work that's actually appeared on the pod, mate. So.
Aye. Everybody else is made up.
Jim, they think I make these things up that I meet folk.
Did Jim not say I was a head case or something?
He says you were hilarious, mate.
Good lad, Jim. Good judge of character.
Barry's whitewashing that. They call you a head case, Paul. They call you a head case.
Aye. Wouldn't be wrong, to be fair. But no, just to tie up that cup final one, it's what it is. It's what it's always going to be. And then you could also get into the argument about a 52,000 stadium for a national stadium's a fucking joke. That would really solve the issue if I had an extra 10,000 seats in it.
But something I can't get. I don't know. I can't get excited about it. My take on it is it's a national cup final. It should be a 50-50 split, Hoggy, as a starting point. And I said this to you the last time we had the discussion. You start it for the tunnel, where all the you've got the when you've got the tunnel, and then you've got the family tickets, you've got the players' lounge, and then you've got the fans. So it's a 50-50 split going round section by section until it's no. And that's my take on it.
You suggest SFA have got common sense, Baz?
Well, I don't think it's rocket science.
No, exactly.
And it shouldn't be rocket science.
Yeah.
But it should be section by section until they can't sell any more, and then they go to they come back the way, and Celtic will fill it. Sorry, that's stepping your toes there, Paul. Sorry.
I've got a bigger gripe with what Des has just brought up there. I've got a far bigger gripe with that than I have with Dunfermline getting 17,000 tickets. Because there will also be people in the buses that haven't been to a Celtic game this year.
Can they spell fucking Celtic?
So we can't really be hypocritical there. There'll be not as much, but when you prorate and all that stuff, there'll be a sizable amount of Celtic fans in the buses because I've got a few quid about them. As soon as
if you ask some of those fucking fans in those buses how to spell Celtic, they'll start it with an S, mate. That's how fucking clueless some of them are.
We can't throw. Can I just before I forget this point? Colin Williams has asked a question, and it's a local question. Just when we're talking about Dunfermline. No, it's not about Dunfermline. Does the 5 Shamrock bus still run? Colin, just a wee brief bit of history here. The 5 Shamrock bus is our bus, but about 15 years ago, when we've always went to away games, but we started running a separate minibus to away games. And Big Paddy that you've mentioned that started the bus, I'm a founder member of the Fife Shamrock bus, which started in 1989. Same bus, been on it for day one, Colin. But what happened was we started getting quite a lot of tickets for away games, and we got in with minibus. And Paddy, quite rightly to be fair, did not want any association with the 15 people that were going in that minibus and the big bus because he knew us basically, and he knew and so that's why we had to change the name to the County Flying Column for our away bus, which is kind of overtaking the Fife. But I always hated the name Fife Shamrocks, a terrible name. Fife's a big place, and it was a terrible name. So that's where the County Flying Column comes from, Colin. That Paddy made sure that we weren't calling the bus Fife Shamrock because he knew that it would come back to bite him in the arse, and he wanted nothing to do with us. So that's where that comes from.
So because of the not saying as well that Mr. Hamilton was correct in his assumption there as well about you being a hate
No,
case,
not at all.
I
was a driver of the said bus for a while. But there you go.
You told us some stories about driving the bus as well. I didn't realise that actually was
I did tell you a few. The very one.
There you are.
There you go. Sorry for that side, guys. It was just I seen a point for Colin Fairlawn.
No, you're all We'll stay on the Baz, I'll come to you next week. We'll stay on the subject matter of tickets. And today was the day where everybody should have had their email dropped through in their inbox as well about the renewals. I've not had a chance to go online and see how much Celtic's fucking charging us for next season, mind you. But the decision to renew your ticket has to be made before the end of May, so really before the season ends. And your money's got to be to Celtic before the season ends there as well. But it's created then, and I seen was it Red Scotland? I think a couple of comments that may not have been read as well. So apologies if I'm attaching a comment to you, brother. That's know yourself. But you've then got the people that's jumping up and down as well. And I don't want to say that in any kind of negatives connotation at all about that. But then we kind of start getting into the whole, not another penny campaign, and by renewing your ticket as well, you're showing support for the current leaders at Celtic, Baz. But first of all, your thoughts on the season tickets coming out the new. Is this too early? And secondly, as well, is the Not Another Penny campaign going to be a driver in the number of renewals, you think?
No, I don't think it will be, Hoggy, because I think when you see the bigger picture, if you don't renew your season ticket, somebody else will take it. But no matter what stance you're going to take, there isn't 60,000 or however 54,000. There isn't going to be 54,000 folk that will dig their heels in and no renew their season ticket, because it will be a generation before you get it back. I think the main thing that came out, and I did expect it around about this time, because I'm sure I renewed mine. It's always around about my mum's birthday, which is the end of May. So I did expect it in the month of May. I think the main thing that came out for me today was the relocating unwillingly.
We'll get to that. I've got that as a point next, Baz, as well. So let's keep that afternoon.
Is it too early? No. But will Not Another Penny affect it? No, is my overall take. But if there is somebody in the Not Another Penny headspace that says, I'm standing firm and I'm not renewing, you've just lost your season ticket for a generation, mate. That's my take on that.
Well, but I'll stick with you in this one, Basil, because Andy's put together a wee image there as well of what is being planned for next season, and what you've got as well. There's been communication come out as well that the boys are going to be relocated to another part of the stadium. It's not made clear where that other part of the stadium is.
I
know now, mate, as well, but it's we all know it, and we've got somebody on our bus as well, and I know somebody as well who's been directly affected. They've had that letter through to tell them basically your ticket's been basically taken off you. You will get a ticket for next season as well, but your ticket's been taken off you, and they cannot do anything or say anything until the renewal tickets or the renewal window is closed. What that basically means is there's very, very limited options in for those people that's going to be taking their season ticket away. And it may be a direct 1-for-1. It might be actually you're coming out of there and you're going exactly where the boys were. So, Baz, I'll let you take that away since you wanted to come into that one, buddy, as well. So take it away there, mate.
Outrageous. I'm not affected by it. And I I kind of half expected it, but then again, I'm not affected by it. So I try to look at it. If I was affected by that, hold on a minute, I'm sitting with my pal, I've been there for years, and you're just telling me, no questions asked, that I'm moving? Nah, no for me. And I don't have a gripe with them. I don't have a gripe with the Green Brigade. I don't have a gripe with the boys. But where does that end? Do we get the girls section? So if a group of the girls want a singing section, in 2 or 3 years' time, does Paul get moved when any questions asked? By we see that standing section, you've been in for 10 years, you're moving it to another section.
At that age, I'll be happy to move, Baz, believe me.
You get my point. You get my point. I think I went with my instant reaction on it before I started digging into it. My instant reaction was, wow, ouch, that is outrageous. And I suppose, yes, it'll be good as a spectator. Right? I get the fall, right? The optics and the singing, right? I get all that. However, I just thought, what if somebody rocked up to me, you, Andre, our Keane's ticket, and then just says, oh, by the way, you're no sitting there this season, and by the way, you can't do anything about it. Oh, and further to that, we don't know where we're going to put you until such times as we've relocated them deals. I think it's staggering behaviour. It's arrogant behaviour on behalf of Celtic. I don't necessarily blame the boys. They are a group, and they have been selected to go in that back section, the kind of middle back section, Paul. If you've seen the video, I take it
just right behind.
But directly behind you. I just think as a consumer, as a customer, as a fan, and we'll use Big Davey as an example for the bus, big man's fucking apoplectic with rage. Doesn't know where he's gone.
Good seat stay. Good seat stay up there.
And I just think it's... And again, no axe to grind. I don't have a horse in the race. I just think on the face of it, it's an absolute outrage. An absolute outrage.
This is, but I think you stumbled on a point there as well, Andy. I'll come to you next for this one, buddy. That generally, if I've not got a horse in said race as well, then my reaction to it as well is nil. Really, I don't try in my older age now. I don't get myself upset or anything as well about stuff that doesn't directly affect me, but it directly affects those round about me. So I suppose there is something in that there. But what else are Celtic today? I'll try and play the kind of the good cop, bad cop here. What else are Celtic today? Because if the move is to get them in amongst the section as well, which clearly has been made to house that type of fan, let's say there as well. What other avenues can Celtic go down to get people put in there without actually having to take the step of, this is no your seat, mate. This is a Celtic Park seat that we are selling you access to. We will sell you access to another ticket. So is there anything you think from the Celtic end as well that can, not to say excuse them, but what else were Celtic supposed to do in that instance?
No, they didn't need to do anything.
I really don't know how you get round about it. I think that probably for outside looking in and being in that position, if you were in that section, it's got to get moved. It's an extreme move. I totally understand that. I've said on here before plenty of times that I think obviously the boys are a breakaway for the GB, right? But they do need to be closer together. I think that they were away out the way in that corner. They weren't really heard anywhere else in the stadium apart from right beside them. And as a visual spectacle, especially for TV and all that, you would never see them, You would only ever see pictures that other people have put here them if they had a display or something like that. You would never see it on TV. So I think it made sense to make them closer to the other ultras group or singing section or whatever you want to call it. Just when it comes to them being together, the only concern is who's telling who what to sing. So is it coming for the GB and the boys are taking part in that? Are they taking shots each of starting songs? And is it going to be two sets of two different songs coming for the one? Can I say that's I think that I'm looking at going, could it be a bit of shambles? But coming down to the seats, I think, obviously there's people that have been there for years and years and basically don't get a choice on where they're going to go. Obviously they don't want to move. They've got their seats there for for a reason. You know, they wanted to be part of that section. They've been moved out, and I totally get your point, Hoggy. I could actually see that happening. A direct swap with where the boys are coming from. It's the only thing. What else are they going to do? Where else are they going to put them?
Andy, restricted view, by the way.
Exactly. It's no a great bit. They two particular corners are issues that need to get sorted out, and people going about the away section and all that, and it gets slagged all the time, and quite rightly so. If you're trying to go and watch your team away from home, you want to be able to see the game, the whole pitch, you know. In this day and age, restricted views should be very, very few and far between. But anyway, apart from that, that's what I can see is going to happen. They're going to be offered day seats at the boys' community in that opposite corner. And if that's the case, then I really feel sorry for the people that are getting moved, you know. I haven't got an answer for you as to how to resolve the problem in another way apart from the way they're doing it. I don't know how you go about it.
So here's one, Kevin. I'll come to you for the next point, mate, as well. There's a fan, I wouldn't say a movement such as yet, certainly, but there was an avenue that was potentially being explored, certainly by fans more than the club, of making this a clearer decision, which I think with the dismay and outrage that it's causing people to know, times that by 100 or times that by 1,000, you're probably going to get potentially what the issue would have been with that one, is the Celtic wall, the Celtic end, where they're looking at potentially moving the standing section as well to the back of the Celtic end, where that would have caused then a shitload more people being unhappy with being moved seats and stuff like that. So the reason I'm saying that, Kevin, is that regardless of what Celtic did or did not do here, in order to facilitate the movement of fans across anywhere in the stadium, there is not enough pockets of tickets available, not on a season ticket, that you can simply move everybody to. Now, across the stadium, there is, when you look at, because I've been on the relocation list for quite a few years now, so when I get the emails through but as you know this, I've told you this before, I'm trying to get fucking Oyes removed.
I don't blame you for relocating away from him.
But when you get that through as well, they give you a link, and it's almost like, right, pick your seat here. And there's wee pockets, there's maybe 2s and 3s, or maybe no 2s and 3s, but there's certainly single seats all around about the stadium that's not under season ticket control. But there's certainly not enough as to take bulk. Now, I don't know what the running numbers of the boys. I think it's up close to 150 maybe. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. I probably am wrong.
159.
Sorry?
159.
159 registered members of the boys that will be changing. There's not 159 seats sitting together in across that other the stadium to facilitate that movement to anywhere else really, other than to the place where those guys are being moved to. Is this then a sign of things to come if the club did make the decision to back the move for a Celtic wall, or do you think that would be more open or received with more open arms from many?
A Celtic wall will never happen, and this is the lesser of the two. This is the lesser of the two evils of what they're doing now. Now, try and see if you've got, whether it's the Green Brigade or Boys or whether it was any new fan group. See if you've got a core of fan groups or ultras, whatever you want to call them, and you want to keep them all together and enhance the atmosphere and enhance the spectacle, and that's fine and that's all great and well, and I can understand why they've done it. But there's ways of doing it, because a lot of these people that they're moving, they might be single seats. It might be a father and son, or a husband and wife, or two mates, whatever. They're Celtic's very good at making statements and putting emails out and surveys and all the rest of it. So they could have wrote to these people, and they could have showed them pockets of the stadium where it's no under season tickets, it's public sale tickets, and said, we're looking to relocate people because we want to increase this section with the ultras. Is there anywhere you'd be interested in moving to the stadium and see if they could accommodate it that way? People might still dig their heels in and say, no, I'm staying. Then it's Celtic's. It's obviously Celtic's got the jurisdiction to turn around and say, well, we're moving you. But see, just to dictate to somebody that, by the way, you're getting moved, and to accommodate somebody else, and get it up you because we don't know where you're putting you. So see, when 90% of the season ticket holders are sorted and they're quite happy where they are, then we'll let you pick for the scraps. fucking job. And they're banging out of order the way they've done it. Absolutely bang on out of order. And as for the season ticket renewals, don't know where you sit, Plunge, but I'm the exact same. I've went from 730 to 752, a £22 rise. In the grand scheme of things, it's no great, but by the same token, they've not spent fucking last year's money. So for me, it's £22 a rise too fucking much.
Well said, well said. Paul, I'll play a scenario for you as well, right?
No, first of all, can I just have my input on this whole conversation?
I was going to ask for that, mate, but fire away.
Okay. I do feel a bit sorry for the people that have been moved. The reality of the situation, this is going to annoy a few people, particularly if you're one of the people who've been moved. The reality of the situation is the standing section, the singing section, call it what you will, was dying on its arse up there. No doubt about that whatsoever. You turn around and there's very little participation, shall we say. I'm sorry, that's just a fact for somebody to say all the time. I said last week on here, no knowing that it was so close to happening, that what's Big Shed saying, seems to ask me, but should have a chance to stay in there. For what it's worth, I think it's good. But I'm kind of the same as you said on that. It depends what you want to look at. Is it unfair that folk have been moved? Aye. Is it going to improve the atmosphere without a shadow of doubt? What do we want? That's like what do we want? Some sort of song was going to burst in there. Do we want the maximum atmosphere at Celtic Park? I would say yes. Are you going to get that by no annoying people? No, because if you're going to do the Celtic, you're going to annoy a lot more people than 150, which is what they've annoyed here. You're going to annoy literally hundreds, if not thousands of people if you're going to implement the Celtic end, which I'm sure we'd all be in agreement would be a great idea, the Celtic end. So my big concern for this, I think, personally speaking, I'm all right with it. Sorry, if you're one of the 150, and obviously you know somebody it is, and it's with the greatest of respect, there's no offence meant. That's what it is. But my biggest concern here is what are they up to? What are the cuts? So now you've got both ultra groups under the one roof. Far easier to police, far easier to keep an eye on. Also, I think one of Celtic's big bugbears this season was that when the band of Green Brigade, the boys were getting them at stinking for that bit in the stand, which is very close to where they all sit in their comfy seats, obviously. So it suits him as well to get them away from there.
I get them out the road, doesn't it?
The other side of the stadium, but it also suits to have everyone under the one roof. So now you can blanket. We know Celtic do like to throw a blanket or a punishment and a collective punishment. So my concern is that this is going to leave it, because let's be honest, when you've got Hargreaves that's still involved in the club, then there's nothing nice now these sneaky bastards wouldn't do. So my concern would be, first of all, Andy's right to point out earlier on about who's going to record, because they've both got their capos, they've both kind of got their songs. We know that the boys are far more aligned to the Catholicism within Celtic, with the Pope banners and the shouldn't be no Protestants at all and all the stuff that I didn't like at Celtic. No offence, but it's not for me. And that was a big part of the original fallout between the two groups. So you've got all that to throw into the mix as well. But also, I just think it makes it very easy for Celtic to say, you know what, he's a raw band. And ban both groups for under the one, literally for under the same roof. So that would be my big concern regards to that. I think it's a positive move on the face of it in regards to atmosphere. I would be absolutely gutted and I would be furious if I was one of the people moved. So I get that as well, but it depends what you're wanting. If you're wanting a better atmosphere at Celtic Park, then this will absolutely create it, dependent on how it's policed, to be fair, because for me, right, you've got the Green Brigade just back in the door and all, and it's kind of eggshell stuff, and it's just like so paraffin on a fire. You know what I mean? Because you've now put the boys under the same roof. So I think there may be, ulterior motives at play here from the Celtic board, which ultimately will supersede all other positives and negatives of the move, and people being annoyed and people being happy with a better atmosphere. I think the biggest concern is what this Clinton board's up to. What's their motives behind this?
Yeah, Paul, I think that's a really, really good kind of way to look at it as well, because it's certainly something that I didn't consider myself. It's certainly trying to look at the 360 angle of everything, but you're absolutely right. The way that Celtic has been run over these last few years as well.
I'm very surprised.
It's a sorry thing to actually. It's a thing. I think that we ideally should be thinking as well, but the way that the club has been run as well, those type of thoughts are going to automatically come into your head.
Absolutely.
What's the play here? Rather than doing things as well for the good of Celtic, they're doing things for the good of themselves as well. So it'll be very, very interesting. But a few comments there, Baz, as well, we're saying that if you're going to be affected by that as well, then there should be something as well to compensate that relocation. Whether it be money off your season ticket, whether it be some Celtic dollars to spend in the Celtic shop as well that everybody's buying stuff out of.
Free season ticket for the season should be won right away.
100%.
Yeah, certainly, if not a free season ticket, certainly.
No, nothing else, all good, because you're inconveniencing people against their will. You know what I mean? And by the way, I've been up there once, right? Because there's a couple of boys I know that are up there, and I popped up there probably for a fucking breather, to be honest with you. And it's a fucking great view because you're above all the flags. You know what I mean? You've got it's prime fucking real estate up there, like so. I get how people would think that's them settled forever, and you didn't have to get involved in the madness. And I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm saying that it's not negative that people are in this thing, and that's their choice to do that. So, for all that point of view, it's really good fucking seats. That they're getting taken away from, so I totally get and I have full sympathy for anybody that's been affected by that, even though I kind of agree with the ultimately the what it's going to bring to the match day experience. But
you know what Celtic will give them as a wee sweetener, Hoggy, by the way. What they'll say to these people that are moving is you're going to need a new season here now because it's a different area. You're going to, but see the £20 that we usually charge you if you lose it, because we're printing you a new card, we'll no charge you for it, right? There's a wee Brucey bonus for you. We'll give you your new season card free.
The picture on it will be Luke McCowan signing his new contract, Kevin.
There's always one printing a Friday night, isn't there?
There'll be. Listen, I'm no one for reading small print, but I think if you to look at the small print of your season ticket, there will be things on there as well that will permit Celtic to do things like this. So here's
I think having them all together actually makes it easier for them to control.
Yeah, I think that's the points. Absolute points has been made there. But Baz,
aye.
I've got a party going on at my house, right? And invite you boys to the party. But I say to you as well, you're only allowed in the kitchen. You can't come into the living room.
I'll do for me. I like the kitchen. I'll do for me. I'm all right with that.
The point I'm making is
I've got a golden plate in. Never mind. Let's not go there. Let's go. Carry
on. Fucking shut up, Baz.
You've still got a ticket to the party, but you're just not allowed in the living room as well. So
you're all right, Huggy, with that? We're fine with that. Not a problem.
Is there something?
Sorry to push an example.
My example's getting worse and worse now, so we're going to be trying to go on with it. I think
you've just given me and Baz a great night there. You know, I come in your living room, Hoggy. If you're not interested in your fucking living room.
See, honest with you, what? One of the last times I actually had folk in it. I'm laughing at it already.
You end up in your bath.
One of the last times I actually was in here, was folk in the house as well. It was one of the things as well that everybody's sitting in the living room all fine as well. And then about 10 minutes later, it's only me and a fucking daft lassie that's sitting in the fucking living room. Everybody else had fucked off to the kitchen. And I'm sitting there thinking, how the fuck do I get out my living room now to go to the kitchen with everybody else without seeming like a fucking pure asshole for walking away for this fucking lassie? But you're right, the kitchen party is always where the party is in the house anyway. It doesn't matter that. The point I'm making is that, Baz, in that instance as well, you're invited to the party anyway. I'm just telling you where you've got to go in there. Is that the kind of the way that Celtic will be looking at this? Is that regardless where your seat is as well, you're fucking invited to the party? Shut up.
I think, as always, as I've said many a time, I agree with 98, 99% of everything that Paul says, and I think it was the way you put it there about the policing of it and having them on the one area. And now that you said what you said, yeah, it'll be easy to ban everybody. Is the cynicism in me? However, to answer your question, Hoggy, I'm still on the side of. I just think it's, I think there's an arrogance about it. I think there's a dictatorship about it. I think there's a dismissiveness about it. And in the week that Brian, somebody tell me his second name, I don't know why I can't remember his name. Brian
Wilson.
In the week that Brian Wilson spoke about unity, over 150 of our fellow fans have woke up to an email today that says, by the way, have you enjoyed that 10 years standing in the standing section? Sorry to tell you, mate, I'm relocating you. You've not got a say in the matter.
You'd be fucking
can't
gutted.
tell you where you're going. I can't get away from that. I can't get away from the total lack of empathy, the lack of consideration to the folk that are there. But when you listen to Paul's view on it, I think the penny has dropped with me that says one step out of line and he's a lobby band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's ultimate goal, personally.
Yeah.
I'm not daft.
I just fund the suit. As I say, I've not been on a lot of stuff the last few days. I just fund the suit. And our boy that's in our chat, that's in the group, the Green Brigade, he's not happy with the emails that were sent out, how they were worded, how Celtic have handled it. So obviously Celtic's made a bit of an arse. I don't know. It's to answer Lauren's point. I know. Again, I just found out today that this has been a process that's been ongoing which is quite bizarre when the Green Brigade's been banned for so long. That there's been some form of. I know that is bizarre to plunge, but the fact that it's unless it was muted before the ban and they've just kicked it back in again. But I'll find out more and report back on Monday, hopefully. Yeah, how this came about and how it was. All right, here we go. I'll find out how it kind of came about and all the rest of it. Hopefully, get some more info.
Is that Baz moving that phone, or is that just moving itself?
No, because I'm getting stick for my volume. Because you hear me all right, eh?
Baz, I think you need an external mic, mate.
Yeah.
You're all right. I'm all right with you, Baz. It was a bit quiet at the start, mate. But
you're better now, Baz. But you were very, very quiet at the start, mate, as well. But anyway, we've come to that point in the show as well where I think we need a wee palate cleanser as well. There's been a lot of discussion about stuff at Celtic as well. So after the palate cleanser as well, we will get on to talk a wee bit about Brian Wilson this week as well, with some other statements that he's been made as well with regards to supporters updates and supporters groups, which has been basically lost to everybody. And then we'll get a good wee chat as well about Mark O'Neill's award-winning week and the game coming up on Sunday. But I'm going to hand over to our Andy for the next wee bit as well to run through a wee bit of a palate cleanser, as I say. Andy, on you go, brother.
2 seconds. Caught his off guard there. I wasn't expecting that, mate. Sorry.
Okay, mate.
One job you've had.
It's one more job than what you've got, you lazy bastard.
Fat lazy bastard.
Right, shut up.
Right or shite?
Right or shite. Okay, so I'm going to read out. You're going to get 4 statements, each person, right? I'm going to read a statement out, and you need to decide whether it's right or it's shite. So, Baz, you picked number 1, so I'm going to start with your first statement, okay? Lex Bailey was at Celtic between 1987 and 1991. After he retired, he became a police officer.
Correct.
Right or shite?
It's right.
It's right. Are you sure?
100%.
You are correct. That was right. Okay. You picked, Hoggy, you picked statement list number 2. Here's your first one. Right, listen, some of these might sound ridiculous, right? But they might actually be true. So be cautious of that before you make your decision, okay? Right or shite? Lubomir Moravcik's mum is Japanese. And when she was young, she played for the international football team, Japan's women's football team. Is that right or shite?
That's right.
No,
That's right.
not. What?
That is shite, Hoggy. That is shite. Okay, now.
That almost to be that mental, that to be right. I would have went right there, Hoggy.
Paul, your next you went for statement list number 3.
Yeah.
Your first one is James Forrest, Alan Forrest, and their sister, Lisa Forrest, all share the same neck. Is that right or shite?
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's actually shite. They don't share the same neck.
I don't know, right, okay.
No.
Fuck's
Danny
sake,
fucking James, he's not got one.
Right, Kev, you picked number 4.
Well, I picked it.
Aye. Now, here's your first statement. Bobo Baldi trained as a jockey before becoming a footballer. Is that right or shite?
Oh, that's fucking shite.
How the fuck was my one the only legitimate question?
That is shite. Well done, Kev.
You're not
That
a
is shite.
sensible one in the pod, doggy.
Yes. Right, where are we again? We're back to Baz. Baz, this is your second statement. Jock Stein's surname should be Stephen. His grandfather, he couldn't read or write. And registering Jock.
That's shite. Stop talking. Shite.
No, let me finish. When Jock Stein's grandfather went to register Jock Stein's father's birth, he obviously couldn't write, so he said Stephen, but the registrar never heard right and put it down as Stein. So he was known as Stein. His father was Stein and Jock Stein was Stein, but his name should actually be Stephen. His second name Stephen. Is that right or shite?
That's utter shite.
By the way,
Baz, that's right.
that's right. Yeah,
That's a fact. It's right.
that's right.
Yes.
Knew that.
Oh, man. There you go.
Okay. Statement number 2. Arthur Boric is a trained singer and has released music in Poland.
True. That's right.
That is right. That is right. Paul. Where the fuck's Paul? Paul.
The register.
Good to go.
Paul, here's your second statement. Jota, that plays for Celtic at the moment,
What's
was
that?
Jota, our player Jota, was a backing dancer for Shakira in the video for the song La 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 in 2014.
Fucking fair play, Andy. Fair fucking play in the questions. I'm gonna go. Fuck knows. Well, fuck.
Right or shite?
I mean, it's probably shite, but I hope it's right. So I'm gonna go right.
You're going to go right? Okay. That is shite, mate. That is shite.
I'm still trying to imagine Big Bobo on a horse. I can't get Bobo on a horse at my head. Big Bobo cap.
It need to be some fucking size of horse, wouldn't it?
Inside fucking thing.
Bobo
Kev.
like the horse.
Kev, here's your second statement. Simon Donnelly's father played for Rangers in the 60s. Never made a first team appearance, but he did play for Motherwell and East Stirlingshire. Is that right or shite?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Is that right?
That is right.
I can't there was a start up with the Hannah about Donnelly. I remember when there was something about that.
Great.
There was something about that Simon Donnelly once singing the Billy Boys in some train station as well. That was a rumour that was going about, which we will come to. There's a wee bit in the show as well, which we will have about people singing songs. But anyway, Andy, carry on, brother.
Right, we're back. We're back at Baz. Baz, this is your third statement, okay?
Right.
Callum McGregor spent one season on loan at Preston North End in 2013-14 alongside Jack Grealish. Right or shite?
It was Notts County. Shite.
Well done. You got that correct. Okay, Hoggy. Statement number 3 for you. Aidan McGeady's dad, John, played for Sheffield United with Jimmy Johnston and became a teacher at Holyrood in Govan Hill. Is that right or shite?
That's right.
Yep.
That is right. Well done.
Big Bobo and a horseman.
Okay, Paul, here is your statement number 3.
Everybody's visions and it was just Bobo Balder right the horse.
Oh, fucking Toronto boys. It'd have to be a big Shetland or what's it, one of the big mad fucking things, a Clydesdale or something they call it.
Paul, can you imagine the two of them going for a piss at the same time?
Oh, fuck.
Playing swords?
Going, that horses get some size of Bobby. That's not the horses.
Right, money Andy.
Statement number 3. After retirement, the late Frank McGarvey worked as a joiner.
Yes, he did, because I met him down Kenmouth High Street.
No, he was a
He
teacher.
was a joiner, he did a shop.
Oh, he was a joiner. He was a
Aye,
joiner.
he did-
Yes.
I was
He was
talking
definitely a joiner. I worked in East End Sawmills at the time when he was working as a joiner. He actually came and played football with us.
Andy, there's not even any debate about this. He did a shop
Yeah.
fitting down Kenmouth High Street.
Aye.
I was
Yep,
talking to him in the
definitely
weekends,
true.
ages.
Yep, that's definitely right. Okay, Kev. Statement number 3. Former Celtic and Rangers player Kenny Miller owns the Chinese takeaway in Larkhall called the Orange Walk.
Aye, that's shite.
You sure?
Well, I'm going with it. Aye, it's shite.
That is shite. That is shite, mate.
Andy, fair play, your imagination's fucking mental, man.
Okay, Baz, we're back to you. Final
Sure,
statement.
Kenny Miller couldn't come up with a name like the Orange Walk.
Nah, he's still in space after Simunovic's fucking tackle. Baz, your final statement is Henrik Larsson had a trial at Sheffield Wednesday when he was 17, but was told he was too small.
That's shite.
Right or shite?
That's shite.
That is shite. Well done. Hoggy, your final statement. Willie Faulkner played with Celtic between 1994 and 1996, but he also worked as a veterinary surgeon while still playing. Is that correct? Is that right or shite?
That's shite.
You sure?
Yes.
That is shite. Well done.
How did you think that, Andy? Fair play.
I don't know. Line my mind works, mate. I don't know.
Even that fucking lorry.
Yes, too much time spending myself. Paul, this is your fourth and final statement. Mark Viduka has the letter L tattooed on each arse cheek, so when he bends over, it reads LOL. Is that right or shite?
Gonna go shite.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I know he owns a coffee shop now in Croatia. But I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do that to his customers, but you're correct, that is shite. That is utter shite. Okay, Kev, here is your final statement. Alan Thompson's uncle, Brian Johnson, is the lead singer of AC/DC. Is that right or shite?
Shite.
Are you sure?
Positive.
That is shite. That is shite. Now, I never took note of the scores, so right, Baz gets 3 out of 4. So 3.
Hoggy get 4.
Bobo and a horseman.
So
Why the long face?
Hoggy get 1, 2. Hoggy get 3, and Paul got. I can't believe he said they share the same neck.
It was going, eh?
Right, and Jota was a backing dancer for sure.
I thought you were going to say that thing.
Paul, you get 2. You get 2 out of 4. Okay, so you're
sharing amongst all that madness. That's all right.
you're true, very true. Kev, did you believe that Bobo was a jockey? I can't mind.
I get 4 out of 4, mate. I was right with
You
them
get 4. All right, okay. So
This phase of Neil Lennon did
that's
their
aye.
the Huns, aye.
Kev wins. Well done, Kev. Thanks, guys, for taking part. Well done.
That was brilliant, Andy. That was superb, mate, by the way, I've got to say. But listen, I've just had another email dropped in. I've had a second season ticket renewal in because they can't even get them right. They sent the first one through. I'm low on the home cup scheme. So they sent me a second one saying, sorry, we made a mistake. You're on it.
And was that
Right or shite?
And that's right.
I think we'll do that again sometime.
I think we need to, guys. Andy, I'll steal Paul's statement here as well. Where the fuck is your heat sometimes?
I don't know. Quite worrying,
I'm
isn't it?
going to be honest. Andy, I'm
man.
going to be honest. I thought you were going to say, was Jota a backing dancer for Wham?
I should have said that, but he's not old enough. In fact, he's not even old enough to do that video in 2014, I don't think. You know, he would have just been a wee boy. But anyway,
Paul, yes,
that's the
Paul,
madness here.
Paul McFarlane as well. You have walked into our brand new segment as well, which is called Right or Shite as well. Now, when this segment was floated as well, Andy done a lot of work into that this week as well. I was fully expecting something as well to test my knowledge here. And it's like, oh, this is going to be quite good actually. But Andy,
You mean that,
I'm
didn't
so
it?
fucking pleased that you took
It
that.
questions your sanity. No, mind it.
I'm so pleased that you took that route there because thinking back to the previous incarnation of the Celtic Supporters podcast, there was some segments that was literally just ones that I was bent or pardon that image and if you did
LOL.
But I wasn't sure.
I know. There was Anna fucking made it up.
It certainly went doing well with the punters anyway, Andy. That's the main thing.
Oh,
yes, I think
Fucking
that's
maniac. Absolute fucking maniac.
Andy, where do we go now as well? I'm going to bring this back to actual sensible fucking talking here now as well. But Andy, absolutely glorious. Thank you very much for your input into that one. Guys, I do hope that you enjoyed that segment of Right or Shite. It is another wee one we're going to add to the list of segments that we're going to grow this. We're not going to get to be a segment-rich podcast as well. Obviously, we will have our sensible opinions on a lot of stuff as well. But I think the Celtic Supporters podcast has always been known for giving you a wee bit something different to what the regular Celtic fan podcast out there does, and hopefully,
A bit of humour.
yes, that ticked the box as well as a wee bit something different. Guys, if you do after that want to become a member of this podcast, being what it is as well, yes, we will talk absolute serious stuff about Celtic, but you want to know what? We do actually take the piss as well. We do like to have a laugh and a joke with things as well. Hopefully you've known that about us already. But if you do want to support the podcast as well, obviously like and subscribe as you normally do as well. But
And you need to get an L tattooed on each arse cheek.
Right or shite.
Is anybody else thinking about other things you can tattoo on your ass to make it work? I'm thinking MON, Mark O'Neill.
Fucking filter. Oh, fucking imagine that. The park keep turning in and pulling your fucking trousers down.
Mind I done a bet last year that if we won the treble last year, I had to get Hoggy on Mars, right?
A tattoo, may I ask? Not me, on his arse.
No,
Tattoo on me, on his arse.
Oh, brilliant.
Right.
But guys, thank you very much for that as well. Let's take a wee back step into kind of sensible conversation. And Barry, I think it was yourself that brought up Mr. Brian Wilson in one of your points just before we went into fucking cuckoo land there for 10 minutes as well, where Brian Wilson is this week came out and he's mentioning about a supporters kind of like supporters vehicle, or I can't remember the word that or the way he's put it across there. But again, this seems to be another one of those things as well that he's submitted to, saying that Celtic are wading the line with introducing, but there has been no engagement with any fan groups, any fan affiliate groups, the CFC, the affiliation of supporters. There's been no conversation about it at all. So, do you have any confidence in this new vehicle, the fan advisory group or whatever it is that's going to be out there? Do you have any sort of confidence that this is going to be something that's going to benefit the fans? Or do you think this is going to be something that's just going to benefit Celtic in the way, certainly the conversation went there as Paul took it to with regards to the relocation actually is all just to basically meet Celtic's needs. It's we want rather than what the people want. Do you think this would be another one of those categories, stick that in the same shelf?
I just think it's the most Celtic thing to do that in a week where I sat and listened to that Brian Wilson and God forgive me, I can't even listen to that Jerry McCulloch anymore. And
Well, pain in the arse, isn't he?
oh man, alive, man.
Kedgy boy.
It's like state-sponsored TV, innit?
Aye. And I just think, in true Celtic style, you come out with word of mouth that you're going to do something, and then literally hours later, screw over the fans again with the full ticket thing. I'm at the stage where I can't listen. I just can't listen to anymore, big man. I just think if you took that in isolation, okay, he's sitting down, he's giving an interview, he's telling us X, Y, and Z, right? Okay, great, blah, blah, blah. But before that, it hardly went live. You've upset your own straight away. I just don't know anymore. I don't believe a word MD says. I don't trust a word MD says. Fay up the stairs, and I just maybe I'm too emotionally involved today with folk we know and stuff like that. But I just think it just flies in the face of the unity that he was talking about. And if I try and take that emotional head off, as you always say, yes, it sounded good, but we just need to wait and see. But do I think there's going to be any good coming? Nah, because I think they'll just do what they want to do in the end anyway. And John Higgins is 10-9 up now, Kev.
I know, mate.
What means that?
Actually, take away all your outside fucking things that's keeping you away from this beautiful podcast that we're having now. Paul, I'll come to you on that one as well. I think Brian Wilson, when he first came out as well, when he first started talking in his interviews with Jerry McCulloch, again, I'll give him the credit for where the credit's due in a sense as well.
Where's the fucking CEO? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, that's a very
Where
good
the fuck
point.
is the CEO? He's the main man.
Very good point, mate. But it seems to me it's all far from the funder now. It's all far from the jobby. The fact that this man has come out and said quite a few things, and it's not quite followed through to actually be. Pardon me for saying.
They right and all shite.
But it's one of those things that we talk about. We spoke about integrity earlier on, right? And I think one thing as well that I think should be an absolute minimum requirement of anybody in any standing in our great football club is that if you're going to come out and say something, go and fucking do it. Don't hit us with the patter of all the shite as well, and then simply just do stuff to meet your own means.
Hoggy, you're dealing with a man here that was part of a group of people that sent us into legal wars that cost the lives of millions of people. Lies just drip off this man's tongue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bullshit just drips off this man's tongue. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could fucking show him. The mere fact that he's been put out as the face, clearly, and he shouldn't be in the position. He's one of the ones I would have got at the very early doors. The length of time he's been there, all the rest of it. But the mere fact that he's the one that's doing the talking now should tell you everything you need to know about this board. Because they're not if they're not stupid. And they know that putting somebody out there who's used to public speaking, who's used to using fucking all the tricks of the trade, telling people what they want to hear, really following through, admitting again that there's issues that are going to be resolved and really giving us very little context about what they are. Certainly no accountability. Certainly no like that this person got it badly wrong, so they've had to give up their position. He had I think a wee dig that Lawwell had to resign, and that other old bastard in his 80s, whatever he was, eventually fucking retired. Who was that old cunt? I can't remember his name.
Tom Allison.
What's his name?
Tom Allison.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? So, just all bollocks, just all shite. I want rid of them all. It's not going to hurt them, but the more I just hear statements and just diatribe shite like that, talking about going about all the. I mean, if this is you just starting to look for fan engagement, if this is you just starting to look at other models, other clubs that work and some that didn't, if this is you just think this is a good idea, then you're fucking failed already. And fuck off. You know what I mean? Because that should be a prerequisite for a club the size of Celtic. That should have all been in place. Pierre John Paul fucking Hangy Taylor that's had it on his shoulders It should have been on place many, many years ago. The mere fact that they're acknowledging it, they're just now looking to do that, and they'll do it half-arsed if they do it at all, is more than enough. And Red Scotland spot on. That should never. The statements that he made against the manager, but then what his idiot son came up with should never be forgiven. So until these people are moved root and branch, as I say, which probably isn't going to happen, I have absolutely zero confidence in it at all. What I will say though is I haven't watched a few. At his age, as I'm 5-7 times 30 V13, but I'm not going to fuck. They're all bastards. Get them to fuck. They've done their time and they've done it badly over the piece. What I will say as well though, we didn't class ourselves as fan media, having watched a few, and you know I touched upon this today, and I watched what I'm saying here to an extent, but having watched various, sorry Baz, I'm not going to go on that heavy, having watched various,
behind you.
various different people on different platforms, as I like to call it. Fan media, you're not that fucking important. It's not about yous. It's not about yous. There's obviously a lot of bruised egos in fan media. I thought they were part of the big picture, getting into the fucking Friday press conference and that. And knew they didn't. It's nothing to do with their love of the club. It's all to do with their fucking egos. And I didn't want to go sit in a Celtic press conference. They're fucking interested in doing that whatsoever. I want to come in here and spend time with yous and spend time with the punters talking Celtic. Whereas if you watch any the major ones, you'll know that they spend they can't hide it. When it gets to this subject, both right on it. Okay, what I mean? How are we excluded? They've no spoke to everyone. They've no spoke to us. They should speak to the collective, absolutely, because by the very name of the collective. But your individual fan media, fuck off. You're not that important. You might think you are, but you're not. So that's annoyed me this week as well. A lot of bruised egos that have came out and they can't hide it. So again, just to reiterate, not that important. I
think that's one of the big reasons why I made such a big thing about this podcast is not fan media. We are not fan media. We certainly are part of the collective as well because we signed up that open letter as well because of the fact
see the collective, Jeanette Finlay's crew, absolutely, particularly the trust. They've been at it for a long time. They deserve a place at any table when there's a conversation taking place. They're no Johnny come latelys. They've been at it for a long time. The collective has been a very good thing that was started by a collection of people. And I know a lot of people that are in the collective for a long time. Supporters, folk that run supporters buses, the proper real deal hardcore supporters. They again deserve a seat at any table. But I'm sorry, your fucking daily shows or whatever you want to call them, fuck off. You know what I mean? It's not. Which
is why, in addition to that, Paul, and that's why I'm going to mention my main man Jim again, and that's what he was saying as well. He's just like you're just lagging. The difference with CSP is, and we were founded and we've continued. We speak the way we speak in the back of the bus. We speak the way we speak in the pub. That's what it's all about. Be able to folk anything other than speaking to the James Allen Wipers, the plunges, having a carry on. I see Hoggy on screen. Can't see him as much as I want to. I see Andy's in Rutherglen. It's great to touch with Kev. Paul's 50 miles away up there. This is what we do. We sit, we laugh, we carry on. We're all about pissing ourselves laughing about Andy. And by the way, Paul, I got a suggestion in for Bobo's horse's name.
Ah, right, okay.
Red Bum.
Red Bum, right, I like it.
Right, move on.
Bring it back to you're fucking you've shown me there, Baz. I had a point to make. Fucking hell. No, for fuck's sake. You've got me a bob on a horse on my head again. Can't think of my point. It was right. I'm not going to call this person out, right? But it was on one of the main shows, and no difficult to join the dots. And the person actually referenced that this person had addressed the board directly through the screen, as though everybody in the boardroom would be sitting watching this show and would be wanting to listen. And it was to that fucking boy, the double denim boy, that can't damn me. He's a nice fella, but I just can't take him. Anyway, and it was the arrogance of that. It's like, again, he's doing a great job. He's putting a great show, but it's not that important. Get what I mean? To be thinking that you've got somewhere you've got what's that job? I have done, mate. I have
Nice
done.
of you to join us, chum.
Fuck, paid for a lawyer. You paid for a lawyer. Well, you didn't. You said you were going to pay for a lawyer. You never paid the cunt yet. At least I didn't take up their services and represent myself. And by the way, done a better job than your fucking lawyer. He was still on my patter. Fucking hell. Anyway, that's a different thing. But your man. So your man. I just think there needs to be a reining in because they're really good, some of these shows. But I think the egos are starting to really fucking come out, and you see it more when they're being denied what they see as their perceived right to access to the echelons within Celtic Park. I'm sorry, but nah, that's not how it works, I'm afraid. And I didn't think they've done the time or served the right. And the guy that we thought doesn't go to fucking no. Before watching doesn't go to games. I'm always wary treading on that path. But this never goes to games, man. And he's meant to be allowed to address directly at the Celtic board. This is what you need to do to get us all back inside. Can what, mate? Fuck off. Can what I mean? Chase yourself. Andy, and if I get myself any more bother with my mouth, I'll just leave it at that.
Andy, I've got a right or shite for you. It was the Tribute Act Player of the Year through the week.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot. And the Young Player of the Year was won by Methadone Mick. Is that right or shite?
That's right. That was an easy one.
You can now the things once you've seen it once, you can't unsee it.
Aye. Incidentally, when you mentioned shite there, that's something that I nearly get caught out there. I had to run to the toilet, and I'm no fucking joking.
Boys, we're actually quite a fucking serious subject here, eh?
I know.
Apologies.
Imagine trying to treat this podcast as well as some sort of kind of fun time for people to watch as well. That's fucking ridiculous. And Paul, can I just say, never, ever, ever, and this is only my own opinion as well, never, ever, ever watch your mouth on here, please. I think this podcast.
This is me watching my mouth.
But one of the things as well, I think that drives people to the podcast is their ability to tell the fucking truth and shout their opinions off as well, right? I know sometimes those opinions might be aimed at somebody. It's not aimed at them, it's aimed in direct, I suppose, reply to some of the shit.
Listen, this is nothing that I would, and you know that I know some of the people involved in these things personally, and it's nothing I wouldn't say to them. And it's Shed, again, big man, that's a big mucker of mine, by the way. Confirmed that last week. Talk about proper Celtic man that you're dealing with here. Like Scott McDonald, Phil O'Kelly, the Arthur McKenna bus, just a wee shout out for that. Bus, I live in Cowdenbeath, Logelly's the next tune. Shed, we didn't always go on, mate. We used to fight back in the day, rivals and all that, but Logelly bus, the Arthur McKenna bus. I think there was a discussion that I seen, I think it was on the huddle board, but old supporters buses. The Arthur McKenna bus has been going since 1967, I'm sure. Shed, you started, great year to start. And Arthur that started it sadly passed away quite a while ago. Arthur, proper Celtic. I mean, you're talking legendary figure through here. And every bus that came for that, every bus in Fife pretty much all stemmed for that one supporters bus that they started all the years ago. And everybody branched off into their own buses, including very much your own one. So fantastic bus Shed, as you know. And I just thought I'd give a shout out for a man that you knew I thought the world of, as I can, you absolutely do too, and his family. So there you go, Arthur McKenna, Logelly Celtic Supporters Club. Top boss, top people.
Good man. And listen, before we jump on to our last couple of points here as well, there's been a lot of love. Let's bonus as well.
Sorry, Shed. Sorry, can I just say, 1966. I did what him doing his Glory Hunters. Sorry, Shed. 1966. The start.
There we are, Scott McDonald there. Sorry, I was looking for Shed in the comments. I'm like, where the fuck is a Shed one?
Sorry, aye.
But I think we've been getting a lot of love just again over the last wee bit, and there was comments earlier as well, and I think in reply to what Paul had mentioned about fan media podcasts and paywalls and stuff like that. May I reiterate as well that we ain't fan media. We are fans. That's all it is. We're fans as well that sit and talk about Celtic, and we will talk about Celtic the days long, and we will not mince our words. I don't mean that as if we're going to cause controversy and stuff, but there's one of the comments here as well is that certain words are not allowed on fan media as well. If somebody wants to come and ban me for using a word as well, then fucking come and ban me. Absolutely. But one important distinction as well, yes, we do have a podcast. Yes, we do have a membership option to that podcast. We will never hide behind a paywall for you guys. Everything that we do as well will be free and live on YouTube and any other place that we can get it. But we do give the option as well to come along and support the podcast, and that support as well will be spread out to other places as well. I'm going to get a report actually, because we do get some money off YouTube. It's not a lot of money as well, but we do get some money off of YouTube, which is sitting in a wee account there as well, and we will be using that for good causes. So come the end of the season, guys, that money will be distributed to good causes if you guys see it fit to distribute it at that point. But we will keep you all involved in that. So yes, thank you very much for the honest feedback. We will take honest feedback every single day of the week, good, bad, or indifferent, because certainly we give out feedback for everything that we see in regards to Celtic.
We're far from perfect, but the good thing is we do try to be. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly, Paul. Exactly.
You get what you get. If people that know me and the same with you boys, I've met you on. Obviously, I didn't know you until we started doing this. These are just what you see is what you get. Same with myself. Anybody watch this that knows me, same again. Self-opinionated mouthpiece cunt. You know what I mean? That's what I am, and I can't change that. So it ain't happening. Yeah, so that's what I love about this. It's just honest, good Celtic men talking honestly about our club. And I'm sorry, but when it comes to things like fan media and that, then that is also a connection to our club and should be called out if required.
Thanks, James.
James, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Andy, you need to do that section more often as well. You get people in good moods and throw money at the CSP.
Aye, we'll bring it back. We'll not do it too often, but we'll bring it back now and again.
That could get easily.
Can they cope with all that shit?
So, gentlemen, let's move into the last wee point I've got on here for tonight as well, which is the football. We all obviously all follow Celtic for the football side of things. Martin O'Neill this week got the wee trophy for Manager of the Month for the month of April. And Andy, things seem to be moving in a positive direction for Celtic just now with the return of the Green Brigade. We obviously at the end of the season, the results are coming in. It's a big game that we've got on Sunday. Hibs, the last time we played them as well, they beat us at Celtic Park. What's your expectations for the visit of Easter Road this weekend, mate?
I think it's obviously going to be a very difficult game. Every game's going to be difficult in the run-in, you know. They've already beaten us this season at Celtic Park. But quite rightly, I'm not really into these kind of Manager of the Month award kind of things. The thing that matters to me is what happens at the end of the season and who's lifting trophies and who hasn't. That's the most important
thing. That we fuck, but Danny Rose got 4, so you're quite right.
Aye, I know it means fucking nothing in the long run. But good on Martin O'Neill. You know, he said 3 league wins in that time and also got us to a Scottish Cup final. I know it's out with the league, but overall, from Martin O'Neill's point of view, he's got some win record. You know, you might look at Celtic and say, we're not playing great football, we don't look very convincing at times as well, but you look at the results and you think overall, absolutely fantastic percentages there. Numbers, if you want to get into numbers with Martin O'Neill. But that's a guy who's got real legacy at Celtic for his first time. And he's a guy that knows how to get the best out of the players that are in front of him and at his disposal. I think we've seen that in quite a few occasions this season. My only regret is that the whole Nancy situation happened, because we want to be in this position if Martin O'Neill had been in charge once Brendan Rodgers started and continued all the way through. We'd be looking at a totally different situation when it comes to the league. But we are where we are, and I wouldn't have anybody else in charge at this moment than Martin O'Neill, because I think, you know, he gets the total belief of all the players and the fans as a group. That we totally believe that he can get the team over the line. I'm with Baz. I've injected Baz's optimism into my veins, because I think it's the only way to go. We obviously know it's going to be difficult, but you know, I'm really positive that Celtic are kind of hitting that top spot just at the very right time. I really fancy Celtic to go to Easter Road and get a result. And the good thing is we play before the other two. So then we need to make sure we go there, get the 3 points, and then they can fight it out between each other to see what they want to do. We can sit back and Monday night, if we choose to watch it and just sit and take it in and drink it and fucking, I don't even know how to look at this game coming up Monday. What's the best scenario? If we actually spoke about this, a draw, a win for one, a win for the other.
I'm pretty simple, mate. I want the Hun bastards beat.
I can see that, you know. Yeah, in a better position to actually take one of the competitors out altogether. And I think, you know, if that is the case, then we only need to keep worrying about Hearts.
Them getting beat is probably the worst scenario for us, if I'm being honest. But I'm sorry, the thought of them winning that league and walking right into the Champions League and getting 40 million, whatever they would get, is fucking... Listen, the thought of Hearts winning, I still think Hearts will slip up. But we've got Motherwell away. That's the one that gives me the fear.
I know.
But my just sort of jump in there, Andy. But
done anyway, mate. So batter in.
So just to answer the question, I've simple right across the board. I've talked to Big Chubb about this when I was along at his house the other night. You didn't say it all day. You didn't say a draw, Chubb. You fuck what? You wanted the Huns beat. Tell you the other night, a slaving cunt. Slaving bastard. We're talking about for ages. Honestly, my fucking balls, man. Honestly, a slaving bastard. So I'm not even hiding the fact that the thought of Hearts winning the league is horrible. The thought of them winning the league is just devastation.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm going to go with it. I still think we're going to nip it. I still think, and I've never thought that for a long time. I think we're going to, first of all, Sunday's game, I think we will win. I don't think it'll be easy. All this piss about Hibs lying down and whatnot. A lot of shite. I do think their fans would, a lot of their fans would prefer us to probably sneak the game. But the players, a lot of the players will not really get that whole fucking rivalry and they'll not understand the intensity, even though they've been told about it and whatnot, but still, you know what I mean? So I think that'll play a factor. There'll be players in that Hibs team that want to win the game. So we're going to have a tough game, but I do expect us to win it. And I'd also expect Hearts to beat the Huns on Monday as well. And I really, really hope that they do, because then it's a shootout between us and them. The Huns are out the equation altogether. And that's a scenario I would have dealt with fucking in no bother a few weeks ago. Because for all the reasons that we know about the Huns going right into the Champions League, which I believe it's pretty much confirmed they will. Yes. I think Olympiacos are out the equation and Shakhtar as well. I think that was the two teams that could have stopped. I didn't profess to understand all these, how they quantify all this piss with points and scenarios that get the Huns in and all that. But all I do know is if the Huns didn't win the league, they don't go to the Champions League. That's the only thing I know for definite. And that's the thing I'm going to go with. Get them to fuck. So get them beat on. We win on Sunday. They get beat on Monday. It's down to us and Hearts, and I think Hearts will bottle it before the end of the season. Yeah. But as the Huns, if the Huns get a win on Monday and gives them hope come to Celtic Park, then we could be looking at a very different scenario. Get them to fuck.
I think Sunday's games is a very, very important game. That if and when Celtic do get the 3 points at Easter Road, which is obviously no formality by any means at all. It's a difficult place for Celtic. We don't get the best record there. But what a kind of iron to the heart would be as well if Celtic actually go top of the league. You know, just that vision and that kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say here, to be fair as well. Kevin, I'll come to you for the next beginning part of that one, mate. I think Lauren's kind of point was right as well when she says that regardless of what the result is, there's a positive content that can come from it either way. Regardless of the result, if Rangers win, then it means as well that, you know, we, after the weekend, are going to be top of the league. If Hearts win as well, then Rangers are out the equation as well. Then it's basically just us straight in Hearts. Yeah. If it's a draw, you know, then Rangers are technically still in there as well. But again, we're top of the league. So regardless of what the outcome is of that game, then it's only an important game as well if Celtic go and do the business on Sunday, Kev. Which I think that the way that Celtic have been performing this year, yes, it's not been beautiful to watch, but it's been effective for the largest part. And I think that's what we need to kind of concentrate on football-wise as well for the next few games. It's not going to be all about the pretty slipper. It's about roll your sleeves up, get out there, get the fucking 3 points or get the trophy won, whatever tournament we're going to be in there. So for that instance, I do back at what Andy's saying as well. There's not a better man I think that we could pick in that instance as well than Martin O'Neill to lead the guys into battle that way. Now, again, take away all the coaching and all the stuff there as well. We've got the strongest 11 on the park against any of these fucking two teams. But it's about those 11 turning up with the right attitude, right motivation. And there could be no better motivation than anything they know as well to actually just point at the current scenario and say, look at this weekend. This is such a big fucking thing. And look at the context of what's going to happen for the rest of the season. So for me, Celtic victory, and I'll take whatever happens on fucking Monday. Bank holiday Monday. When was it last fucking a game on a bank holiday? The first bank holiday in May. Anyway, nonsense. But my money is on Celtic victory and whatever the fuck happens in the other one as well. I'll take it. And then we move into next week, which is the biggest game after Hibs then after that as well, because not only can we then put the real sword into Rangers' throat and twist it a good fucking few times as well, but again, it's then all pressure on Hearts. And yes, they've been top of the league for a long time this season as well, but they've not really come under the sustained pressure at this stage in a league campaign. That's the difference, Kevin.
That is a difference. And as you say, Martin O'Neill's are probably no better man to have at the helm at this stage of the season going into it. He's won plenty, he's lost a couple as well, but he's been over the course and he knows what it takes and what it's all about. We've got a lot of winners there still in that squad as well who've been over the course. We'll get guys like Maeda starting to come back to his form again. He's been gradually the last 5 or 6 games. You've just seen him turning that wee bit more. He's found that extra yard again. He's found that extra wee bit of pace. He's found that hunger and desire again. You've got Alistair Johnston coming back. You can see a few of them starting to get a bit between the teeth again. You've got Engels back in there too. The goalkeeper performing.
Fuck.
And when it's asked him, I just think that we're starting to head in the right direction. As I've said in this pod a few times recently, at the business end of the season, at the results end of the season, where it matters. And I think we'll get a victory at the weekend. I think we'll win 3-1.
Kev, you said about Daizen Maeda that you know that Shinsuke Nakamura has joined the coaching staff at Japan. Do you think maybe Naka's had a word with Maeda and says, listen, see if you want to be in this World Cup, you need to up your game? Is that coincidental or is that wishful thinking?
I don't really know because I didn't actually know that, but you know there could be something in that as well. No, I mean, or it could just be something that's twigged in his own head as well to say we're here right in the line now and we can still do this. I need to get my finger out, which he's needed to for a wee while. But regardless of that, I think we're all heading in the right direction on the park. Defence seems to be that wee bit more consolidated again as well. And I think we'll get a 3-1 victory at the weekend. I know it's not the biggest, happiest hunting grounds for us, but I've just got an awful lot of good feeling about what's coming now and what's coming round the corner. I think we'll beat the Rangers 2-0. I think we'll go up to Fir Park and win a close battle 2-1. And then I think we'll beat the Dykes 2-0 at Celtic Park. The trophy will be lifted. The following week we'll go to Hampden and we'll beat Dunfermline. And in a few weeks' time, this one hell of a shitty season is going to end with a double. And then we need to get that board to get their finger out. Because getting back to something fair there, Brian Wilson, if he told me it was Friday night and I was live in the CSP, I wouldn't fucking believe him. That's me for the night. Thank you.
Well done, Kev.
Yep.
That's my piece.
Andy, what about yourself, mate? What do you think for Sunday?
I've
already asked you that, haven't I?
I think we're going to. I'm not going to go for a score, but I certainly believe that Celtic are going to win the game. I'd like a few goals, to be honest. You know, we could do with having a few goals. So I think we're looking okay considering the state we've been in at times this season. As I said, Martin's in charge, so all my confidence is in Martin O'Neill to get this team really steamroller at the end of the season and just all we need to do is just win our games and then just hope that there's slip-ups elsewhere, and I think there will be, you know, but ultimately we need to concentrate on ourselves first.
Andy, any time we get into a scenario where different things are potentially going to play out, there's only one thing that you can look at, and that's what you do yourself. So again, we're talking as well about what happens elsewhere, what happens here and there and everywhere as well. It does not matter if Celtic do not do the business on the park pass.
Exactly.
So I'll come to you for just the last wee comment that before we move on to 101 to finish us off. Celtic don't win, then we don't win the league. If Celtic don't win, we don't deserve to fucking win the league.
No,
There's many people that would put us in a position as well was to say at the moment we don't deserve to win the league. However, I wouldn't quite say that yet because I think it's in spite of what happened as well that we are still in this position. There's a lot to say about character, about kind of players' motivation and just being Celtic. But if Celtic in the position that we've managed to put ourselves in don't go and do the business in the games, we don't win the league. Simple as. But I do think that Sunday is the first thing we should be worrying about. Everything else out the way. Sunday, worry about that. Go and beat Hibs, which I think we will. Baz.
I said after Dundee United when we lost at Tannadice, and I said we've got no wriggle room left, we've no room for error. And fun enough, Mark O'Neill alluded to that today. He says Dundee United was the big one, and I don't think at that point there was 8 games left. And if you look at Mark O'Neill's winning percentage, it'll be 8 games before he loses another game. And I've been accused of being a cheerleader, I've been accused of being a fanboy, and I said after Dundee United, we will win every game for the rest of the season, which will win us the league. And if that makes me a cheerleader, I'll cheer my team every day of the week. Thanks very much.
Well, I'll sit on the same bench as you then.
With the double, thanks very much.
Good on you, Baz.
Fair play. Paul, I'll finish off with you on that one, mate, as well. You prediction for scores, or are you not staying off that fence?
I'm not. I've had a 3-0 in my head all week for some reason, so I'll kind of go with that. But I'll just say I'll take a 1-0, but I don't care if my fucking physical health can keep taking these really tight fucking games. It'd be nice to get an afternoon. I was kind of just nice to watch a game, albeit this one will be on the telly. Because obviously the Hibs and their stupidity, we've discussed that already. That could have been 1-1 actually, but I think I've done that. Aye, so just then, I'm going to go 3-0. But just anything, just win the fucking game. You know what I mean? Just win the game.
Do me, Paul.
That's it, Kev. You know what I mean?
There's an interesting stat for you. I've got one more question after this that Lauren posed for us as well. But Hearts haven't won a game in the last 15 that Brother Beaton has been in charge of. That is fucking wild. That is a wild.
Hearts haven't won a game in the last 15.
If that's true, then that's fucking wild. But
It's a full squad, isn't it? It's a full team. It's fucking who's on the VAR? Is it fucking Dallas? No.
Dallas is always on the VAR. Supposedly he can't actually referee. He's fucked injured wise or something like that.
Fucking good. I hope it's fucking serious. Hope it's fucking terminal. There you go.
Baz, question for you, brother, as well. Who are you putting on the left wing on Sunday? Let's not go in too much deep with this one. Just a very, very quick, sharp answer for this one. Who is your front three? Let me expand that. Who's your front three come Sunday?
Daizen Maeda, Ian Acho, James Forrest.
Andy?
Aye, I'll go with that. I was going to say Yang, but I'll go with Forrest.
Kevin?
I'm ashamed. I'm with Baz and Andy.
I'm kind of going towards Lee James is starting. That's kind of where I'm going.
Who's the other two?
Maeda. Going to Nick. Now that kind of fucks up. I've never thought about this actually. That kind of fucks up the balance because you're putting Maeda through the middle. Yang's got to play.
I think Yang will play, to be fair, Paul.
Aye. And we've still got me James in there. Aye, I'm going to start with James. There you go. There you go. Oh, super. Oh, yes. Okay, love it. Yeah, the big man gets away with it. Big man gets away. I mean, you the Young Forest. Aye, that's kind of where I'm going. Oh, fuck knows. Fuck knows. Because any actually he deserves, but I just think with James, he's got that wee glint in his eye, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I just think he's got that wee glint. Now, I think if you James, he's got to have this record at Easter Road. I know we've known in general, but
Andy, you've got to put that in X, that picture. Just don't put a comment on it, just post that picture on X, mate.
The majority of people don't understand the context out there.
Exactly. Bobo Bolgy riding the fucking horse with the fucking these guys on. It's like, exactly.
I bet it's good horse.
I think for me, again, it's there's a difference between who I would prefer and who I think will actually start. I think the starting will be Maeda through the middle. I think it will be Yang and Forrest that will be your wingers. There's a bit in me as well, because of the inner belief that I've got in Sebastian Tanecki as well. There's a bit in me that wants to go against and say, fucking play Tanecki, that boy's got some. Telling you, 12 months' time as well, you're going to come back to me and say, Hoggy, you want to know what, you were right. We were all getting that boy stick as well. You were right about him. You were right about him.
No.
Right, gentlemen, I think the general consensus is we are confident of a victory on Sunday. So let's put that to bed just now, and we'll finish off quite quickly with something that we did tee up for last week as well, but we were in a position we were getting close to that 2 hours. But we're over 2 hours now as well, so there's no point in fucking trying to extend it anymore. We are going to go into something that's been missing from these parts for a wee while. Gentlemen, I present to you again.
Room 101.
Room 101, and thank you very
I have
much.
to apologise, lads. I never got the memo, so I missed that. I've not got anything prepared. I'm not dived in half far, so I'm just going to sit back and enjoy yours.
We will, don't worry, Paul, we will have Room 101 coming back in a few weeks' time as well, so that will give you plenty of time as well to get a right fucking stalker.
I missed that on the chat, to be fair, but I did.
Paul, it was last week I had it all set up, and then I'd sent one just a few days ago. I tagged you and Baz in to say as well, 101s, you need to get them in for us. So I'm going to start off with the first one, which is this guy. Not often do I like to play or put pictures of that jersey on our podcast as well, but gentlemen, whose is that?
That'll be me.
Baz, take it away.
Very topical this week, about today actually, about the Onion Bears being banned or being not requested to come to Celtic Park. My room 101 tonight is I wouldn't have them back ever. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to look at them. They are a repugnant existence. I go back to the statement. I go back to unfair sporting advantage. I go back to Celtic fans' behaviour at the Deck Dome. I'm sorry, I'll be taking no morality lessons from them in anything, in any walk of life, about any topic, about anything to do with anything. Don't want near them, don't want to see them. We'll say he's at Hampden in a 50-50 split, and we'll tuck his away the same way as we always do. Don't come to don't darken our door. We won't darken your door, and we'll see he's at the end. Never again. Don't want to see them.
I think it's a very, very simple ask for this one, Andy. Do the Rangers fans go in room 101?
100%. And you triple lock that door and set it on fire. They're in there. Absolutely. 100% with Baz.
Kevin?
You know my feelings on the ticket thing. That's it's done. It's a lockout now.
Paul?
What do you think? Of course. Of course I do. With everything Andy said and more. Torture that before they go in. And
yeah. I think for me, it's don't send them to room 101, send them straight to hell. So Saddam Hussein and fucking Osama bin Laden, and take every single one and bend them up and shove an upside down pineapple.
And by the way, this just again, this all goes back to them. They started all this, so fuck it, get them in.
100%.
Exactly. Causes and
Thatcher.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Baz, it's clear to see as well you get a resounding 100% back in there for Rangers fans going in to room 101. Next up, we have this guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Poor Postman Pat.
Postman Pat,
Andy, take it away.
No, I've got nothing against guys called Pat, and I've certainly not got anything against. I've certainly not getting anything against black and white cats, but it's postmen in general, and when they deliver at your house, in particular when they came to my house 2 weeks ago. Obviously I work away from home all week, so it was a message. and the postman, chapped the door, and the dog likes to have a wee nibble with the letters now and again, but that's about it. It's something strange coming through the door. She likes to figure out what it is. So he proceeded to no put anything through the door and said to the missus, I'm not prepared to put my hand through the door in case the dog bites it. So then the missus is online buying the things that go behind your letterbox, behind the door for the letters not to fall into so the dog can't get to it. So I'm getting off my nut. I'm saying, that's his fucking job. I says, tell him not to put his hand through the fucking, all you need to do is open the letterbox. You pop it in and it's through. I mean, the dog can't bite. The dog's no small enough to come through the fucking letterbox and bite him. In fact, right, this is my dog, right, and I swear to God, that's my dog, right, that's Grace, that is her. All right, she's wearing Maggie Thatcher's wig, but that is my dog. What is she? She's not going to bite your horn off, right? She likes a wee nibble with letters. So he's basically not prepared to do his job. He's not prepared to do his job. Where are we out? Somebody out ordering fucking bags and baskets for the back of the door because this arsehole willing to post a fucking letter. I'm sorry. I know they do a good job. Fucking, what you doing walking about in shorts in December, you fucking weirdo? Get trousers on.
Keep your hand out your house, Andy.
I know. So, basically, postman, get a fucking grip and do your job. All right? You know the risk of the job. Usually it's dogs chasing you in the garden. She's in the house. She can't magically open the fucking door and come out and bite you. She can't fit her mouth through the letterbox. Just post the fucking letter, mate, and fucking fuck off next door.
Just post the fucking letter and fuck off. That should be on a CSP t-shirt. Just post the letter and fuck off. So let's test that one, Paul. I'll come to you first as well. So Andy's want to put, well, let's just say that particular postman in room 101, or is it all postmen in general?
I'm going for an eye, and I tell you for why. Because it's gone are the days when I posted just this bit, some right chatting your door with packages and fucking waking you up in the morning, and Ken, it's not just a letter through the post. That doesn't happen anymore. It's always banging the door and fucking. I should get them to fuck. Yeah, he's in Andy. He or she is in the fucking 101, absolutely.
Yes.
Andy, fucking postman.
I too will put that in the 101 because the tactic that my postman uses now as well, and I don't know if this is because I don't answer the door enough as well, but the door, if I'm in the house, for instance, I'm usually working at home as well, so if I'm in the house, now my front door's no straight there, basically, I need to fucking get downstairs and stuff like that, right? But by the time actually the chap goes, the comes away, see if it's Paul saying, see if it's a package. The guy's already away, and there's a letter. There's one of the things written out in the blue bin. So I need to actually go into the fucking wheelie bin, the blue one as well. Bend down a fucking wheelie bin because it's usually empty. Haven't he fucking bend down or tipped it out to get my
LOL.
but this is all. He chaps the door. He must have the thing written out. Chap the door, then fuck off straight away.
They run away, didn't they? They don't let fuck. It's like fucking Forrest Gump's my postman, man.
So I'm with you, Andy. Get him to fuck. Postmans are in fucking 101. We can get AI to deliver letters. Baz.
Yes.
Yeah, easy with that. That would be my fucking 101 AI. Because the first thing they send a robot to my fucking door is get knocked the fuck out. There we go. All this picture, we're going to send robots to your door with parcels, baseball bat, both. That's your fucking AI. Take that bit to Elon Musk, you cunt. Fuck that.
I think by the sounds of that particular postman is in the bin. I mean, my cousin, you know Danny Zuko, Hoggy. I mean, I don't mean postman in general, but I think that particular postman. But what I would add to it is, oh my God, see my missus. She gets like 5 and 6 things delivered every single day. I mean, you're lying on the couch, you're watching the snooker, you're doing what guys do when guys are in the house to sell. It's not the posting, it's the poster. So I want to throw. I would actually throw Andrea into that one because it's not that she gets 5 and 6 things a day and then sends 3 and 4 things back, and I'm like, just, do you know? So I think in this instance, that particular postman, he's in the bin. I think there's a bigger picture here. Andrea's in the bin and all.
Hey, can I just say as well, Fireman Sam does not get in room 101. Anybody puts Fireman Sam up, he's not getting into room fucking 101. Let me just say that as well. That's my man. But so, Kevin, is the postman in room 101 for you, brother?
That particular postman, yes, but no other postman.
No, I think there's a distinction to be drawn there, Kev. I think you're right.
That'll do. I'm happy with that. Cheers. Thank you.
I've got the best postman money could buy. A guy goes over and above and couldn't do enough for you with your deliveries and that, to be fair to him. He's been out with the place for donkey's years. And
do you not think the whole postman thing's a bit more inconsistent than it used to be, though? Okay, I mean, you used to have a solid postman that you knew.
We still got it, Paul.
We've got different posties all the time and that. There's no consistency with the cuts either. You know what I mean? Which is a problem.
I think that's what happens when you make the.
I know, Chubb, Jamie.
Private company money making as well takes away all the
exactly.
Actually doing
something put Farage and Trump up. That's no 101. It's a morgue they're gonna. Never mind 101. They're going to the fucking morgue.
Anyway, thanks for your backing, guys. Thank you.
You're very welcome, brother. Next up is this guy.
Okay. That's no Barry.
That's me. That's me. I'm sorry, I'm not a first class wanker. I think I'm actually quite a single person as well. Let me just say that.
Thanks, Kevin.
But
let's debate that statement.
One thing I'll say as well is that as I've said as well, the last few weeks I've been getting up and down for England as well for work. And what I do is I get the train done. So I get the train as well, and it gets me down there. And what I've liked to do is when you price the train tickets as well, it's only like a £5 or a £10 difference between getting a stand-up fare and a first class fare. And it's on the company credit card anyway, so I just fucking stick it in there. But for the first class as well, you get a breakfast in the way, down early in the hour at least anyway. You get a breakfast, which is a fucking decent breakfast for actually sitting on a train. So yes, that's what it used to be for me as well, was looking forward to actually sitting down between like Waverley when you leave as well, till we get to Newcastle, Durham, as well. I've got a breakfast in my belly, I'm a happy boy. You don't get this size of foot fucking eating. But the thing I've got to say as well, which came to kind of prominence last week, maybe not as much this week, last week as well, but you get some absolutely first class fucking wankers sitting in that fucking first class section there. And this one guy, if you to actually say something to epitomise a first class wanker on public transport as well, you would have picked this guy. What an absolute fucking prick of a guy. Now, I very much doubt he watches the Celtic Supporters podcast, so I'm going to go all in here. It was a typical looking fucking like Farage supporting fucking old cunt who just because who got a fucking first class ticket expects folk to go and wipe his arse from as well and actually fucking deliver a service over and above what these fucking lasses on these trains actually do. I was sitting absolutely fucking fizzing mad at him because he was a fucking demanding old cunty guy. And I just thought to myself as well, is this what travelling first class actually does for people? It gives you that sense of entitlement as well that you can speak down to the fucking...
Sorry.
Was the guy's name might have been John actually.
It might have been.
Call him John. Kevin's backing John as well, but fuck John. But it epitomised as well for me the difference between standard people like myself, like you guys as well, and people as well that thinks that the world owes something, or that fucking certain people owe something because they buy a certain class of fucking ticket. I buy that ticket so I can get a fucking breakfast in the way down. I don't buy it for anything. I'm nice to the lassies. They gave me cups of tea and cups of orange juice. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You give them all the thanks. Not one fucking thank you did that guy actually give to any one of the people on that train. And see, the worst thing, you've got I'm sitting in a single fucking chair as well, the Wixley windy. He's sitting basically one table and one table across. I could see every single fucking thing he was doing. Not once did the cunt thank the fucking people and the staff for fucking waiting on him, fucking hand and foot as well. And an absolute cunt of a guy. Behaviour-wise as well, I thought, you're an absolute... He must be a fucking Hun. Must be a Hun, must be a Flash supporter or a fucking... Or a or something like that. But I just thought to myself, is that what being first class is all about? And certainly first class in that behaviour as well does not fucking sit with me at all. So much so as well that I'm actually thinking about stopping going first class.
Oh, I would even cross my mind. The first, but that would be in the fucking room 101. Anybody that goes first to class, Hoggy, I'm disappointed in you, mate.
I know, Paul.
Hoggy, you're going in 101, mate. Disappointed in you.
I know, Paul. I know there was a comment you'd mentioned before as well about when I spoke about first class as well. You'd mentioned about something. I don't think Paul likes me for actually picking that ticket as well. But the only reason I get in there is because it's a breakfast. It's a breakfast as well. But Paul, I state my solemn vow to you right now, sir, solemn vow just now as well that I will be travelling standard class on all fucking trains from now on as well, because
You're not going to first class.
that's what it takes as well to be.
The missus want to go first class now. You're costing me a fucking fortune here, Hoggy.
It's only a tenner difference between the fucking train ticket for there to Durham than it is.
Oh,
the standard
do yourself a
class.
favour.
Gentlemen, I would like to
Before you
propose all
That's it.
first class wankers go into room 101 and fucking firmly lock that door behind them as well. That's
Yeah.
my one for thing.
Cheers. That's wine and coke.
No, why not?
Hi, Louise.
Hi guys, I've had a couple. No! Don't you dare touch that! Put my jammies on. I've had a couple.
Half past to going on first class trains now. There you go, you're going to first class. You'll be
I
fucking
know,
standard.
Kev. I know, and I yes,
Well,
I
Greg,
solemnly
take roll.
have basically broken every single rule as well as a boy that I fucking grew up as well. I'm a scheme boy, and I do remember that. Absolutely, do fucking remember that as well. So. Yes, gentlemen, do you back me in putting all first class wankers like that guy into room 101?
Yes.
Aye. I agree with Paul. I'm a wee bit disappointed in you actually taking that option up, Hoggy. I think you're.
I thought you'd put it in because you just didn't like folk that went there, and I didn't think you were part of that cabal.
Aye. You know, I think you sold your soul for a breakfast, to be honest with you. I think really, I don't know, can we put you in room 101 for that choice?
Hey, I've not got a 101, so you never know.
Aye, Hoggy. I agree with you. You know, there's definitely a certain type of character. And usually that's people that can't afford first class that are going first class. That's the ones that feel entitled. It's the ones that can afford that don't know any different, you know, so they don't treat people like shit. It's the ones that can't afford that upgrade and then think they're entitled to speak to people in a certain way, derogatory way. So I agree with you, you know, it's the scumbags of the earth that travel on that particular kind of first class system.
All the fucking petit bourgeois.
So, aye.
Stick with the proletariat, Hoggy. Stick with your own.
And room 101 for me. And
Right, so I think on that as well, you might have to get a new host for next week and go forward as well, because the boys are clearly putting me in room 101 as well. So have that door locked behind me.
You're letting back here for a couple of years, Hoggy.
Aye. I'll take the weekend in room 101, guys. I am going to put my head down this weekend and be a quiet boy as well. So I will do that in room 101. So you will not hear from me this weekend at all. But last but not least, guys, we have got this fella. Who is this fella?
Off, take your pick. One bullet.
Who's that?
what one?
Well, Nicholson's obviously one. Lowell was one.
No, who's 101?
All right.
All right.
Yeah, all right, it's Kevin.
Okay. It's Kev.
No.
Aye, Kevin, that was yours.
Oh, that was for the other week here, aye.
That's the
Fuck,
one
I'm
we
gonna have
used.
to take you.
Aye,
Take that,
you
brother.
didn't tell me that. I just
I did say that. Nico
Aye.
obviously clearly listens to or reads the fucking message that I put in midweek as well for this podcast. So, Kevin, yes, we are using the ones that was there for last week, mate, as well. So,
Right,
that was the
well,
one that was.
Well,
on there
you
for
go,
last week.
Kev.
well, it's quite plain and simple. And the day with the emails that's getting sent out to people saying, fuck off, we're moving your seat. They're bored. They're cunts. Get them in the bin.
Yep. Succinct
Simple.
to the point.
Let's not debate it and dress it up. That's it in a nutshell. So the board's in the bin, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Aye.
rocket science.
Happy with that. Aye.
Oh, that was a lot of there. Oh, fuck. They're Sindai in the bin. They're never coming in the fucking bin.
I think, Kevin,
Sorry,
I apologise, buddy, as
Yeah.
well, because I think with the post, with certainly my one as well, it's a week old as well, so it has been sitting there kind of gathering dust for the week as well. But I think absolutely, after the conversation that we've had the night after the actions as well that's came this week.
I bet you think about they should be by your man Nicholson should be in the bin and the fucking man's mute. I mean, how could somebody that gets fucking just shy £1 million a year not only do such a really bad job? Again, this is fucking ad nauseum here, but not just do such a bad job, but just get away with a complete lack of anything approaching communication. I mean, that in my opinion, I'm not in the business world, right? But it didn't take a genius to work out that surely, as part of he's a lawyer. He's a fucking lawyer.
Lads, I need to go by the way.
You know what I mean? So you think you can speak anyway? Aye, get him in the bin. Chubby should be your lawyer, Chubby. Wouldn't they got a fucking pen out you?
we will call it. We'll call it the other night, guys, as well. We have been on for a wee bit of an extended pod tonight, 2 hours and 20 minutes as well. So, guys, we have held quite high numbers as well for it. Also, thank you very much, everybody, for your attendance tonight. Andy, Baz, Kevin, and Paul, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you, everybody in the community, for joining us. Thank you, everybody that's going to watch us in the future as well. So, guys, we will keep it nice and quiet and quick for our send-off. Stay safe, stay Celtic, stay blessed. I've mixed that up as well, and stay CSP. We'll see you on Monday for a top of the league fucking party.
Yes.
We are out of here. Boom.